This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast of Doane Tigers football is presented by Doane University. Your possibilities are endless at Doane University.
We welcome you to a cold, chilly Crete, Nebraska. Al Papik Field is the site. Halloween weekend football on News Channel Nebraska as Doane looks for their first win hosting the Mount Marty Lancers. My name is Jake Bartecki. Chandler pulling up here in our NCN Sports broadcast booth. The Tigers have just taken the field. Mount Marty doing the same thing on the other end. Chandler, this might be Doane's best shot at getting a win here late in the season.
Yeah, 100%. They are hungry right now. Anytime you're winless this late in the season, you are itching, clawing at the bit to get a win.
All right, well, we'll step aside. Pregame festivities about to get underway here at Al Papik Field. We have more of the pregame show brought to you by Doane University coming up after this.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Is it time for something different? Then come out to Crete Ace Hardware, where you can view our selection of Magnum e-bikes with several different models to choose from. Your ride will be a breeze. Or maybe an IMAX scooter is more your style? And you can spice up your cookout with our large inventory of grills and smokers. From classic brands like Traeger and Weber to harder to find brands like Green Egg. Let our outstanding customer service find the right fit for you. Try something different at Crete Ace Hardware, located at 1025 Main Avenue, Crete, Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service, because Kin's You Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said...
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
We welcome you back to Al Papik Field here in Crete, and Chandler, obviously a cool ceremony going on here, talking about a former Tiger. I'll let you explain a little bit more about it.
Yeah, R.I.P. Cole Ham, former teammate of mine. He had been at this program the last 2 years, extremely hardworking kid, very high character, very high class person. Unfortunately, took his life last winter, and Doane today is holding a ceremony in honor of him. You see his jersey out there, number 49.
Yeah, very cool situation here. Very sad, but very nice gesture by the Doane Tigers. So let's talk a little bit more about this matchup. Chandler, what do you know about this Mount Marty group? Jonah Miyazawa, 104 receiving yards against the Tigers per game in the last few seasons. He's going to be somebody they're going to have to stop.
Yeah, that's someone I have to key on. He is electric. He has 9 touchdowns. That's 1 a game this season. This is a very high-potency offense. They rank 4th total in points and scoring. They're going to be running this ball, throwing this ball up and down the field, and it's up to this Doane D to try to limit them and try to attack the Mount Marty's weaker defense today.
And one of the notes about this game today is Cruz Kerwin not getting the start under center. Chris Bessler going over to Rook Williams. Not sure if that's injury or maybe a change of hands at the starting role, maybe some new blood. What do you think about that move?
Yeah, it's interesting. At this point, they're trying to see who wants to play the most. I believe, try to get guys in there to see what their future looks like at 0-8. They're probably thinking a lot more towards next season and what they want to build on next year. And, this quarterback, Rook Williams, might be that.
Last thing about this game is the weather. I think that's the last factor you take a look at here. You're talking about 34 degrees at kickoff, a heavy wind blowing from right to left here at Al Papik Field. These are two offenses, though, that definitely could put up 400 yards each, especially Mount Marty. How do you see the weather tampering things today?
It makes it a lot harder to throw and catch the football. That wind can pick up the ball and make it, move a few inches left or right, up or down, and a few inches means a lot in this game, especially with these offenses relying on throwing the ball a lot more, with these defenses struggling to hold teams to lower points.
All right, well, we'll step aside. We've got Doane Tiger football coming up for you on News Channel Nebraska as they host the Lancers.
You're watching Doane Tigers football on News Channel Nebraska. The pregame show is brought to you by Ken's U-Save Pharmacy in Crete.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with the wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. The wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
What does farming mean to you? For most, it's hard work, dedication, and livelihood. Unfortunately, that also comes with risk. At Nebraska Crop Insurance in Beatrice, they know the non-stop dedication involved to keep your family protected from that risk and ensure their livelihood. Not only do they know everything about the coverage you need, they're also farmers themselves. So protect what means the most to you with the agent who knows what it means to be a farmer. Nebraska Crop Insurance, 615 Dorsey Street in Beatrice.
We welcome you back to Al Papik Field in Crete. Jake Bartecki, Chandler Pullen getting ready for Doane Tigers football. Let's take a look now at our school spotlight for today's broadcast, which is brought to you in part by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. So the Doane Tigers, of course, at Doane University, 7,179 at the school. It was founded in 1872, an enrollment of just over 1,000, and they, of course, are the Tigers. On the other side, Mount Marty, the Lancers, as... Oh, all right, never mind. Not going to take a look at Mount Marty. Anyways, what do you know about Mount Marty, Chandler?
You know, this is a team that has a very high-potency offense, but even despite that, they've lost 6 of their last 7, and that might be, the reasons why they've had to throw that ball that much. This is a very high-variance team, and the fact that you don't know 100% what you're going to get given each week, Doane has to take that to them, take this game in their hands first and put points on them early.
Alrighty, well, let's take a look now at our starting lineups for this one. Doane and Mount Marty, two teams that are kind of going in different directions. First off, for the Tigers, they'll go with Rook Williams at quarterback, and that's a little bit of a change here for Chris Bessler and his group. Ryan Green will be the starting running back. Nate Fox is going to be the superback. The line, it's Neil Garcia, Youngs, Caslin, and Bieber. And then, of course, Jeremiah Payne, Joaquin Gutierrez, and John DeRiso at wide receiver. John DeRiso averaging 80 receiving yards in his last 3 games. So the Tigers on defense, this is a group that's had a couple of moments the last couple of weeks. They've gotten to the quarterback twice in each of the last 3 games. Carson Lavallee, Songster, and Owen Kuntz on the defensive line. Then it's Martinson, Boggs, Simdorn, the linebackers. The corners are Fuller and Zach Fox. And then you've got 3 safeties in this defense are Chris Bessler, Cooper Hancock, Brendan Knapp, and Jackson Seward. On the other side for the Mount Marty Lancers, the starting quarterback, Ken Gay II. He's a junior, 6'2", 220 pounds. He runs with reckless abandonment and can run you over. Jaden Horich, the running back. The tight end is Rex Reichen, averaging a touchdown in his last 3 games. Gable, Pastrana, Bunkers, Sizdek, and Kelp on the line. And then the wide receivers, the wideouts, however, are Miyazawa and Trey Hansen. And then it's Austin Vigance in the slot. For this Mount Marty Lancers defense, prone to giving up some big plays, it's Carlstead, Klein, and Norman on the defensive line. Then Middleton, Brock Lubbers, and Nick Briand, the linebackers. The corners are Jenoffen and Ivy. And then 2 safeties are James Brinsley and Gabe Baptista. Chandler, final thoughts before we get this one underway.
I'm hoping for some excitement today. You see a lot of new people on that roster for that Doane offense. We'll see if it works out for them.
All right, Doane won the toss, and Chris Bessler and company, they want the football early on in this one, and there you see the ball blow right off the tee. Not too surprising about that, Chandler. We're looking at 36 degrees. Wind is 15 miles an hour straight out of the north. That's right to left here at Al Papik Field, so might not be the first time the wind messes a few things up here today.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem all game. Wind blowing right to left. We're going to see a lot of holders on these kickoffs.
Kick is away, and it is in the direction of Gutierrez, who takes it around the 6. Out past the 15, and he stays on his feet past the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that's where this Doane offense will start. First down and 10 to go. So the time, okay, so as you notice, we don't have the time of the scoreboard. We'll try and keep you as updated as we can with that. So Doane will start first and 10 at their own 32 with 14:54 to go in the first. There's a way to put the time in there enough. Rook Williams in his first start at quarterback, the freshman out of Marysville, Kansas, will throw it to the flat. Jeremiah Payne makes the catch and reverses course and then is brought down on the far side of the field. Tackle made there by the safety, Gabe Baptista.
Yeah, bubble screen early out of trips. We've seen this multiple games to start off the game for this Doane offense. You think back to that Dak West game in which they gave up a fumble early in that game on the first play was off that play. They start off that drive a lot with bubble screens.
So a pickup of 4 makes it 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. That's a nice chunk yardage play on first down. Ryan Green gets the start at running back, and his first carry, good for a first down up to the 45, call it the 46. And Ryan Green moves the chains.
I like the decision to get Ryan Green more touches. He's actually their most efficient ball carrier on the year. It's nice to see him get some more juice flow in this offense, see if they can get some sparks here early.
So 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 45. And how about this, Chandler? Empty in the backfield here. 3 wide left, 2 to the right. Rook Williams, the quarterback. Throws it in the flat, and it gets batted down at the line. A good defensive play there by the Lancers. I believe it might have been Dylan Norman who got up the pod and knocked that one down.
Something that gets overlooked with this undersized Doane offensive line is that bigger D lines are going to be able to see over those linemen easier, see where that lane of the ball is going, get their hands up and block it. You might see that a lot from this Mount Marty defense today.
13:45 to play in the first quarter. First drive of the ball game here for the Tigers. They've thrown it all but one time, and when they ran it with Ryan Green, he picked up 10 for a first. We'll go back to Ryan Green here. Check that. Rook Williams carries it himself, and he goes nowhere. Gets taken down on the play. Tackle made by Jonathan Carlstead, and that brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, Rook Williams calling his own number early here. He wants to keep it and take himself. You know, the decision was a poor one. Ryan Green probably would have had a lot more space on that, but, you know, he wants to get comfortable in this game and allow him to do it himself.
3rd down and 8 to go. Doane has struggled on 3rd down this season, Chandler. Just 32% on 3rd. They spot it here at the 47. 13-11 to play in the first. Deep drop by Williams. Sets up the screen. John DeRiso with a stiff arm, but he's not going to get to the 50. And that'll result in a punt, it looks like, for the Tigers. Could be 4-down territory, but going into the wind here, you never know.
Yeah, this wind's going to play a lot in these 4th down decisions. They're going to come out in here and punt early. I would say 4th down territory too. With their record at this point, you want to do anything you can to win a game. But, you know, this early in the first, don't do anything crazy yet. Just let your defense play.
Nathan Dean is back deep for the Lancers. He stands right around the 5 to 6 yard line, and it's Kellen Meyer to punt. 41 yards a kick. And he's had 20 go down inside the 20-yard line. He's been pretty good, and there's another one right there. Fair catch made right around the 18 by Dean. And now we get a look at this Mount Marty offense. I know this is a team, Chandler, that you faced a lot. One guy you got to keep your eye on if you're the Tigers is Jonah Miyazawa. 104 receiving yards per game in his career against the Tigers.
Yeah, he has gone against these, patchwork Doane secondaries over the years. Doane has a lot of injury history in that secondary. A lot of dudes filling in at different spots at different points in the year, and Mount Marty's a team that has taken advantage of it.
Ken Gay the second in the pistol. Hand off to Jaden Horich, and Horich gets around the edge, but Doane is able to win that battle. Nice job by Ty Martinson on the stop.
Yeah, it's a good job on that first down stop right there by Doane. Mount Marty not great on 3rd down either, just like Doane. You like to see him get to 3rd down early.
Our first quarter is brought to you in part by John Henry's Our Family Serving Yours. We're in the first, 11:56 remaining. Doane got a first down and then had to punt near midfield on their opening drive. They won the toss and elected to receive. Mount Marty goes out of the pistol again, and Horich runs up the middle and picks up about 4, and that brings up 3rd down. So let's see what this Doane defense does, Chandler. Big chance here to force a 3 and out. That'd be good for the momentum of this group.
Yeah, they would get great field position back for the offense here if they can get a stop.
And Mount Marty has gone hurry up on this first possession. 3rd down and 4, ball spotted at the 24-yard line.
Using a lot of movement early,
Is that audibling?
Yeah, coach definitely didn't like that look. He wanted to call a different play there.
And now they go empty out of the backfield. Gay the second sends a man in motion, and he throws it in the flat to Horich, who gets around one man, gets to the 30, and gets the first down. All before Jarrett Boggs finished him off, and that moves the chains, and it's a 3rd down pickup for the Lancers.
That was a beautiful job by Gay there, just going through his progressions. You see he doesn't see anything downfield, gets the check down, and lets his man pick up the first for him.
You think that was the designed play?
He was definitely not the design target right there, but, it looked like he was. He made it look like he was.
Horich with the run. It's his 3rd carry, and he doesn't get much there on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10. And again, Ty Martinson, one of the first ones there for the Tigers. He's had a good second half of the season.
Yeah, he's had a very good second half. He's a leader on this defense. They need him to, step up and take control of this whole defense. Hasn't been playing like Doane defenses of yesteryear, but, they still have their moments.
2nd and 11, ball spotted at the 33 after the no-yard gain on 1st and 10. A reverse here for the Lancers. Off the far side, coming out of the backfield on the carry was Tyree Morinson.
Mount Marty doing a lot here to go east and west early, which is very interesting given Doane's defense. 3-3-5 puts those safeties out in those very wide areas of the field. It's made to make offenses go east and west. That's their strength. So the fact that Mount Marty is just continuing to play in their strength this early is interesting.
3rd down and 10 to go. It was again Jarrett Boggs who came in from that safety spot to make the tackle. 9:23 to play in the first, no score. And Mount Marty faces another 3rd and long here. Gay tries to run for it, and he gets brought down. Nice job by Owen Kuntz. Recognized he was going to take off and wrapped him up.
Yeah, Gay thinks he has a little crease here to try to run up, and Kuntz just shuts it down. You see him just watching the quarterback the whole time, watching him choose which lane. That was wrapped up in the beginning.
So both teams pick up a 1st down on their first possession of the ball game, and then it's punt. Back deep to return is John Doriso, who stands around the 22. And then Mount Marty going to punt with a lot of wind behind him. Michael Hankinson's kick. Fielded at the 6. Doriso stiff arms one man, and now he backpedals and turns the corner and gets it just about to the 15-yard line, maybe the 14. And Doane will start inside their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was an absolutely booming punt. Forget anything I said about good field position. That punt just took away any ounce of good field position that Doane thought they might have.
So both teams picked up a first on their first possession and then had to punt it away. Ryan Green still in at running back for the Tigers. Again, Rook Williams, the starting quarterback this afternoon for Doane in place of Cruz Kerwin. Williams with the fake throw and the delayed handoff to Ryan Green, and I don't think he got much.
No, definitely not. They're trying to go with a fake throw, draw, try to catch that defense slipping on 1st down, but 1st down is a heavy run down. And not only that, but they haven't set the pass enough up to fake this defense out this early in the game.
2nd and 9 after the 1-yard pickup for Ryan Green. 2 carries, 10 yards for Green. Good start to the ball game. And now it's a jet sweep reverse for Jeremiah Payne, and Jeremiah Payne gets the pile moved, and he moves all the way to the 34 for a 1st down.
Jeremiah Payne just showing off the twitchiness and athleticism. You see him weaving through traffic on that end around, and not only that, but carrying guys down the field. He looks like a real slim receiver, but in the weight room, you would not think that. He lifted about as much as me freshman year. He is a strong man, and you see him showcasing it at the end of that run.
Are you saying you lifted a lot?
I'm not crazy strong, but I'm not weak either.
Ryan Green, another carry here, gets roadblocked and then turns around, and then he's finished off on the play. Good tackle there by Tyler Ivey, all the way from the safety spot. Recognized where he was going to the right and then came back left.
Yeah, Doane trying to use a lot more of this, sweep, jet motion type stuff, get out to the edge. It's worked early, but, they're doing it too much. Not Notre Dame. Mount Marty, not fooled by it at all.
You're not the only one that's getting a little confused by the jerseys. This is a very Notre Dame type looking uniform, is it not?
Yeah, it definitely is. Since their first year in the GPAC, my sophomore year, we've compared them to Notre Dame.
Rook Williams with the carry, and he gets blown up in the backfield. David Wilson is there. There you see Joshua Pickthorne as well. Just nothing there.
Yeah, absolutely no room for Williams. It didn't even look like all the blocks set up at the line of scrimmage. He didn't even get back to the line.
So this forces a 3rd and very long, 3rd and 17, already 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Williams has time, flips it back to the original line of scrimmage, and it hops out of the hands of John Doriso. And it's been that kind of a season for the Tigers.
Yeah, real tough concentration drop right there. He's trying to get upfield and trying to get that 1st down marker before he's even getting the catch. That's why those concentration drops happens. You're not focused on bringing that ball in. You think you can just reflex it in, but that's not how football works.
So 4th and 17, and Kellen Meyer on to punt for the second time in as many possessions. Incompletion stops the clock. Kick is away. Line drive kick that's going to stay under the wind and take a good Tigers roll down to about the 33. And we'll now see this Mount Marty offense on the field for the second time here in the first quarter. He's Chandler Pullen. I'm Jake Bartecki. Doane Tigers football on News Channel Nebraska. Chandler, what are your thoughts so far?
We're not seeing a whole lot of high-potency offense yet, that's for sure. We're coming down almost to the end of this first half. It's still scoreless. These defenses have definitely come in with a good game plan so far.
1st and 10, 5:53 to play in the first as Mount Marty has it at the 33. Going from right to left and the wind right at their back. Again, 15 miles an hour. Temperature down to 34 and the real feel at 20. Here's a shot downfield for Gay, and that one incomplete. Going deep for Miyazawa, and we talked about how dangerous he can be against the Tigers, but that one way overthrown.
Yeah, you see him separate right there. They're going to get Zach Fox with a holding on the far side of the field. As he was trying to restack Zach Fox out on that outside, he was kind of getting a little tug at the hip.
Yeah, you're right. I do see a flag down around the 40-yard line, and that is going to be our first flag of the ball game. And there you hear the call from the official. So an automatic first down on the spot foul for Mount Marty, and this will push them 1st and 10 to the 48. That's the type of stuff against a high-powered offense Doane's defense can't allow.
Yeah, you just can't allow that. They're basically starting this drive at midfield now, and starting drives at midfield almost always ends in points.
1st and 10, and there's a nice tackle in the backfield. That is an example of what Doane needs to do. Nice tackle there. Couldn't see who came in there to make the hit. We'll see it on the replay.
98, Carson LaValle coming off that end spot, just looked untouched. A lot of insides runs. These offensive coordinators try to create numbers by leaving the outside men untouched because they're the guys who aren't supposed to make the play. But every once in a while they do. You see LaValle make it right there.
So it brings up a 2nd and 10, no gain. Here's a throw over the middle, pass complete, and that's the tight end Rex Reichen. And Chandler, you talked about how good he was in the pregame, and that's what he did right there. He broke away from his route and found the open space.
Yeah, that's a big boy running the corner right there, and Zach Fox just not playing too pressed up on him, and you see how big he is after the catch. Good job by Zach to just get him down, not allow a touchdown right there.
So it brings up 1st and 10 from the 31. A big penalty and now a big chunk yardage play. That was a gain of 21. Here's a shot to the end zone for Miyazawa, and again, Gay the second a little deep.
I really like Gay's ability to read his guys right here. He's showing full field progression, looking from his left to his right, and ends up with his final read at the tight end, gives this guy a one-on-one opportunity, but unfortunately just a little bit outside.
They're looking for that play.
Yeah, they want this deep shot against Doane. They trust their athletes against Doane's athletes. So far, Doane's been taking it.
4.5 minutes to play in the first. No score. It's 2nd and 10. They go back to the running back, Horich here. And he gets maybe a yard or two.
It's refreshing seeing this run defense from Doane early. This is a group that has struggled with that a lot. This defense, losing so many good guys on that D-line over the last few years. It's hard to keep recycling defensive line, especially in a kind of defense like this in a 3-3-5 where it's so dependent on those 3 D-line in there. And, they're doing a good job early today.
4 minutes to play in the first quarter. First quarter that's gone by pretty quick. A lot of running the football, not much scoring. So we're in a scoreless tie. Ken Gay the second, dropping back, firing, and he hits his man in stride and finding his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Jonah Miyazawa. We talked about him all week, Chandler, and there it is from 33 yards out for the score.
Yeah, continuing his 1 touchdown a game average right there. Just great play design against the defense. You see 3 running up there, clearing out the DB. No one gets Maezawa on the outside. No linebacker safety left to kind of cover that area of the field, and he's just too much of an athlete to be given that much space close to the end zone.
On to attempt the PAT, Maxwell Welch. He's 14 of 15 this year on point afters, and this one is up, and it is good. A 33-yard touchdown reception for Jonah Maezawa. His success against Doane continues, and it's a 7-0 ball game. 3:40 to play in the first. We'll be back after this.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
Three minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the first. It is a 7-0 ball game in favor of Mount Marty. Jonah Maezawa with his 6th career touchdown against the Tigers. And the kick is away here as Doane gets ready to go back on offense. Joaquin Gutierrez on the return. And he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Lancers. A flag does come in. We might have a horse collar tackle bring this back, and Chris Besser telling his defense not quite to run out on the field yet.
Yeah, that was a very interesting wrap-up by 19. We're going to see it on the replay here.
So Jeremiah Payne does put the ball on the ground, and it's going back the other way to Mount Marty. 3:33 to play in the first in a 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, that is an absolute swing right here, getting the ball already in the red zone. If you're Doane defense, bend, don't break here. At minimum, or at most, you're giving up 3 points. You cannot give up another score and let this momentum continue to swing this early.
Well, Jonah Maezawa with a touchdown of 30 yards, and that capped off a 5-play, 67-yard drive that took 2:13 off the clock, and now it's 1st down and 10 to go Lancers. In the deepest part of the field they've been so far this afternoon at the 21 of the Tigers. Reichen, the man in motion from left to right. And a carry to the right here. 2nd string running back there for the Tigers. And it's a pickup of about 4.
Yeah, not a whole lot of room working to that right side. Not a whole lot of room in general early. You know, Doane defense has been taking it to this stout Mount Marty offensive line. You see those big boys over there. Those are some hosses on that line. So the fact that those 3 starting D-line are, putting up their front, not giving up a whole lot of movement is big right now.
Noah Kleinsasser with the run there, picked up a yard. It's 2nd and 9, ball at the 20. And now officially we have our first team inside the red zone for the first time this afternoon. Ken Gay, the second, drops back alone in the shotgun. And something looked off there, and there you see the whistle.
Yeah, I think we're going to get an offsides on the right tackle there, 77.
Yeah, that's a false start against Mount Marty, and you heard the official 77, Jonas Kelp, the one to move.
Yeah, just a little bit twitchy, trying to get in his pass pro before the ball gets snapped. A lot of these linemen aren't looking at the ball, they're trying to time up that snap count, and a lot of times on that pass pro where you're trying to get that quick step back, you time it a little bit off sometimes.
So 2nd and 14 after the penalty. Gay, the second, drops back. Rolls left. And then gets taken out of bounds. Reese Zudevern on the tackle. Gets him back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe.
Yeah,
or maybe not. Maybe they're going to say she's short of even there.
A great play call by the Doane defense right there. Mount Marty sends out a 3-man route concept, and Doane only sends 3 to rush, essentially dropping 8 people into coverage, and there's just nowhere for Ken Gay to throw. tries to scramble outside, but Doane's scramble containment rules play well.
It was a pickup of 1, 3rd and 13. And Mount Marty is 2 of 3 on 3rd down, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by the Lancers. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. 7-0 Mount Marty in front. They're threatening again with 2:26 to play in the first.
From the moment something didn't feel quite right, to that ambulance arriving at your door. From the immediate diagnosis, to the surgery that followed, to the long list of lifestyle changes, and that family gathering that everyone always talked about, but for whatever reason kept getting postponed. To the moment you sat back and realized how grateful you are for everything you have. We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
Today's game is brought to you in part by City Bank and Trust in Crete, member FDIC, and it's a big 3rd down and 13 coming up here for Mount Marty. Ball on the 24-yard line after a fumble on the kick return by Jeremiah Payne. And we'll see if this Tigers defense can hold Mount Marty to a field goal. Gay steps up and fires, looking for Miyazawa again, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Great defense downfield by Zach Fox. He might have taken away a touchdown.
Yes, beautiful job by Zach Fox out there on the boundary, high pointing that ball better than Miyazawa on the outside. You know, that's a matchup Mount Marty's going to be looking for all day. Zach Fox, a new corner out there for Doane. And, you know, showing his own right there.
So on to attempt the field goal, Maxwell Welch. This will be a kick of 41 yards. He has a career long of 48. High snap. The kick is on its way, and it drifts wide to the left. No good, and a huge win for the Doane defense after the fumble on the kick return by Jeremiah Payne. The defense holds, and it's still a 7-0 Mount Marty lead.
Yeah, absolute best case scenario for Doane right there to give up 0 points after allowing Mount Marty to start at the 20. Absolute incredible seams from this defense. They got to keep this up throughout the game after giving up 1 early. I think they're going to bounce back and continue to play well.
1st and 10 at the 24 for the Tiger offense. Again, had the ball, fumbled on the kick return, and they empty the backfield here. Aggressive call for Coach Bessler on 1st down. Fire over the middle, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off by Mount Marty. Back the other way and down inside the 20. The interception by Josiah Gattini, and Rook Williams with a rookie mistake.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication right there on routes. You know, John DeRizo starts to jump and then stops as he thinks the ball's going to somewhere else, but there's no other receiver in the area. I don't know if that was just a high errand throw or if, you know, Rook expected his receivers to be in a different spot.
So 2 minutes to play in the first, and it's a 7-0 Mount Marty ball game. And they take over at the 18.
See if this defense can do it again.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, Doane was able to hold Mount Marty to no points after fumbling on a kickoff. Run there by Jaden Horich picks up about 8.
Yeah, good start for Mount Marty. They have not had much on the ground at all. Being able to pick up 8 early right now, already in, you know, the money zone, which is 10 in. That's big.
Mount Marty 0 for 1 in the red zone today, and that came on the last possession. Horich with 6 carries for 14 yards, and that was his longest there of 8. Horich again, and this time he gets taken down. Nice job by Ty Martinson, also in there to make the hit for Doane. Looks like that was Carson Lavallee.
Yeah, they need to do more on that about these ends of Doane. You know, like I said earlier, it's an inside concept. They aren't picking up that outside man because they don't expect the end to make that play, but he's consistently making that play. They need to scrap that play or change something at half.
7-0 lead for Mount Marty. 3rd and 3 from the 11. Inside a minute to play in the first. To the right side. Catch is made. Riken picks up the 1st down.
Lavallee making some very key plays on these last two drives off that end spot, but you see they're going to put him in a little bit of a pickle right here on this RPO, making not only him decide run or QB read, but run pass, as he not only reads it correctly and then goes towards the quarterback, but the quarterback throws it over his head. There's just nothing he could have done right there.
First down and goal to go with 18 seconds to play. This might be the final play of the first quarter. Gay rolls out to his right, fires. Pass is caught by Riken. Did he get in? He did. Officials signal it for a touchdown. Doane thought he was short, but Riken extends with the left arm, and Mount Marty doubles the lead. Great effort here by Riken to get in. And a beautiful ball by Gay, fitting it in a window of a lot of defenders towards the end. You see he's going to extend for that pylon. Riken's going to be a big key player in this game. A lot of undersized Doane safeties on the field. They keep 5 DBs, and he's a big body out in the middle. They're going to be throwing him the ball a lot. Welch on for another PAT. Missed a field goal on in the last possession in his last kick, but this one is up and good. Rex Riken hauls in the pass from Ken Gay II, and Mount Marty doubles the lead, going up 14-0 with 6 seconds to play in the first.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Rex Riken hauls in the touchdown reception. It's a 14-0 lead for Mount Marty. And the kick is away from Welch. Jeremiah Payne will run this one back. Fumbled on his last kick return this time. Gets past the 30. Good starting field position here for the Tigers, and that is the final play of the first quarter. We'll step aside. After 15 minutes, it's a 14-0 Mount Marty lead. You're watching Doane Tiger football on NCN.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
$14-0 Mount Marty after the first quarter, and our first play of the second quarter run off to the left side, gain of 4 for Ryan Green, and it brings up 2nd and 6. What do you need more of from this Doane offense, Chandler?
Just consistent plays. It seems like they're getting little splashes, little, picks and packs here, but they aren't driving down the field at all, and that's the main problem.
Rook Williams takes off and runs to his left, and he gets run out of bounds, and quickly it's 3rd down.
Yeah, he bobbled that snap as soon as it got to him. Broken play from the start. You like to just see him not compound that with any more mistakes, live to see 3rd down, try to extend this 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4 already, and Doane has struggled on 3rd down, has yet to pick one up here this afternoon. They are 0 for 3 on 3rd. Williams out of the shotgun. Feels the pressure, and he goes down. Gets blown up in the backfield. Sacked by Jacob Lambeth, the senior out of Monterey, California. He's probably not too used to playing in this cold weather, but that looked pretty good.
No, definitely not. Me being from California, I can attest that we do not play in this weather a whole lot, but, it feels good when you hit someone in this weather.
So 4th down and 15. First sack of the day for either side. And another empty possession here for the Tigers. Kellen Meyer set to kick it away from just outside the 10. Kick gets blocked. Picked up and into the end zone for the touchdown. Isaac Crownover with the recovery, and Mount Marty makes Doane's day worse.
Yeah, that had to be miscommunication on the punt team. I mean, they got there before that ball was even close to going away. I don't know what happened, if the shield didn't pick anyone up, but that was just, you knew it was happening before it happened. He was there early.
So, Welch on to attempt the PAT. And a little dejection on the Doane sideline.
Yeah, it was unbelievable to start. They had such a crazy momentum swing, giving that ball to them at the 20 and holding them no points. And then all of a sudden, and then next 3 minutes, they scored twice.
Yeah, 21-0 after the blocked punt for a touchdown. And it's a 21-0 Mount Marty lead. We'll be back on NCN.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Well, we welcome you back to Al Papik Field, where things have gone from bad to worse. Tyree Morrison with the blocked punt in return for the touchdown. 12 yards out, and it's 21-0.
Yeah, crazy momentum swing for Mount Marty to go up 20 early here. For a defense that struggled, this is what you love to see, going up early, being able to get aggressive and really play defense how you want to play.
Ryan Green out there to take the return here, and Ryan Green is able to turn it upfield. Needs a block. He's down inside the 35 to the 30. Ryan Green providing the much-needed spark that Doane might have needed.
Yeah, 100%. You've seen, little glimpses of this in the return game. Besides that kickoff return fumble, Doane has made it past the 30 on each of their kickoff returns, and you see that one bust out right there. And JP, putting his body out on the line, trying to get that kicker out of the way so his man could score. Love to see it.
Ryan Green sets Doane up in good starting field position, great starting field position. They're inside the 30. New running back out there as well for Doane is David Harris, the 175-pound junior out of Fullerton, California. Throw to the left side. Gutierrez makes the catch and turns it upfield on a slant route and gets near a first down.
Yeah, beautiful job to make a man miss right there. Just puts one foot in the ground and twitches the other way. Broke that man's ankles to extend the chains.
First down and 10 to go. 12 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First and 10 at the 17. Doane looking to cut into the lead. 20-0 the score. Here's a throw to the end zone and a dangerous throw. Rook Williams looking deep in the back of the end zone. I think that was intended for Darnell Riley, but into triple coverage.
Yeah, Riley he actually had a step on the corner of the end zone, but that ball just vastly underthrown. But like you said, triple coverage. Even if that ball does get in that nice pocket, it's still a very dangerous play.
20-0 the score. Second and 10 at the 17 with 13 minutes to play here in the first half. First carry of the ball game for David Harris, and he picks up about 5.
Yeah, like I was talking with Mount Marty's offense earlier, those inside concepts leaving the ends open, unblocked. That happens right here for Mount Marty. That end comes in, crashes on the inside zone. Play goes nowhere.
Third down and 5 from the 13 coming up. Today's game in the second quarter are brought to you in part by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet. 3rd and 5 from the 13. inside, 12 minutes ago. High snap, Rook Williams is back on it. That is Cruz, however, Cruz Kerwin, actually, my mistake, who comes in for a snap on quarterback there. So maybe Coach Bessler didn't like something he saw on the throw from Rook Williams. Now we see Cruz Kerwin back in.
Yeah, that ball flies over his head. That's the second, errant quarterback snap we've seen today. Doane's got to get these snaps under control here early. Don't know what happened there, but it flies over his head, and he gets leveled trying to pick up his own fumble. Doane's just lucky they were able to fall on it at that point.
Kellen Meyer attempting a 41-yard field goal. Welch, kicker for Mount Marty, missed from this exact spot in the first quarter. Kellen Meyer, can he match him and do one better? Yes, he can. The kick is up and good. Kellen Meyer uses the wind and charges one through the uprights to get Doane on the board. 11-10 to play in the first half. It is a 20-3 Mount Marty lead. You're watching Doane football.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Kellen Meyer getting ready to kick it away, and he charges one through the uprights to get Doane on the board. They trail it 20-3 with 11-10 to play in the first half, and Doane did receive to start the ball game, so it will be Mount Marty ball to start the third quarter. Return here, first kick return of the afternoon for the Lancers, and on the return getting across the 30 is Rodney Brodnecks, and Brodnecks brought down. It brings up a Doane offensive series yet again, and they'll start from the 29-yard line. Chandler, you've seen flashes of success for this Doane defense in this ball game. They just haven't gotten a lot of help from the offense.
No, they haven't, and it's been a lot of very, very unfortunate, short fields from them. Twice starting with the ball in their own red zone. It's really hard to give up, not give up points in that situation. You can only do it so many times. They held strong the first time, second time, unfortunately, could not do it.
Gay alone in the backfield. Runs the sweep across. And it's Noah Kleinsasser who gets the run there and picks up 2.
Yeah, trying more end arounds. I was mentioning earlier, this Doane defense is made to make everything go east and west. And right there, he has to run about 20 yards just to pick up 2.
So it brings up a 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol. Throw to the right. Catch is made, and it's the wide receiver, Vigance, who makes the reception. The 5'11", 230-pound junior.
Yeah, great job by Mount Marty on that RPO right there, getting Riken out in space, blocking these Doane safeties. That's a lot of meat on these small Doane safeties, and they're allowed to, get that space, get that push-up field. First down.
Stick around for our halftime show. Brought to you by the helpful hardware folks at Ace Hardware. Gay Horick with the run here, and he lost the football. Gay gave him a clean handoff, but Horick lost it, and it's scooped up by the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to overturn that one.
Jaheim Fuller came up with it.
You see him trying to push his lead blocker up. Ooh. Beautiful job getting a hand in there by Rondazzo, just punching that ball out, little peanut punt action. He was not expecting him to reach in for that, was not covering the ball up. You got to have 5 points of contact on that football, high and tied up in those arms. Right there, he lets it go down a little bit. Doane makes him pay.
So Doane takes over 1st and 10 from the 46. Cruz Kerwin is in at quarterback, finds Carson Reimers for about 8 yards.
Yeah, good job on that speed out right there. Cruz Kerwin looks upfield, snaps left, throws, doesn't give that defense enough time to react to his eyes.
So 2nd and 5.
Look at an inside zone here.
Ooh. And it's a play action. They set up for it, and not fooled at all is the Lancers defense. Kerwin goes down. Jonathan Carlstead with his 2nd sack of the ball game, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, Doane going away from tendency. That's out of trips. 2nd and 5. That is a big run down for them right there. They try to catch Mount Marty thinking that they're going to do that, but that pressure just comes in way too hot.
3rd down and 19 from the 49. 8:38 remaining in the first half. Two wide receivers right, two to the left. Fire over the middle. Kerwin complete to DeRiso. That gets him past the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 11. But it's going to set up a 4th down situation here. Right now, Chris Bessler keeping the offense on the field.
Yeah, that might have been the plan right there. Cruz immediately looks to the sideline like it was originally the plan to go for it on 4th. But no, late call from Bessler to send that punt team back out.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I am too. Down 17 in a game this early. You're 0-8. You're past midfield. You're almost into field goal range. Why not try to get up that extra 1st down, try to get some points on.
4th and 8 from the 44. The kick by Meyer was blocked last time for a touchdown, but Miyazawa with a fair catch around the 10-yard line. And that is where Mount Marty will start 1st and 10 with 7:31 to play in the first half. So we've seen the good, we've seen the bad so far for Doane. What have they done best, and what needs the most improvement?
Honestly, I think what Doane has done best is kick return. Honestly, their kick return's been great today. Special teams still is a phase of the game. You can still look at that for positives. Offensively, not a whole lot going for them. They really need to work on, I would love to say this run game, but you're already down 17. You can't be looking at running the ball too hard, but you can get splashes from it.
1st and 10, ball spotted right at the 10. Deep drop for Gay, looking for Miyazawa. Downfield, falling to the ground, incomplete, but we've got a flag.
Yeah, they're going to try to get 41 here on DPI, and I really do not like the call. You see Miyazawa kind of come into contact, trying to play up for the ball, but he misjudges it and falls back, trying to, rotate for it.
It was Devon Jackson and Jaheim Fuller in coverage for Doane. And I don't think Chris Bessler likes it either.
Yeah, that's a little more of a weak call. That's more of the receiver trying to rotate, not the DB pushing him.
Sets up Mount Marty 1st and 10 from the 25. 7:25 to play here in the first half, so lots of time for Mount Marty to drive down the field and score. No need to rush anything. They have the ball to start the second half as well. Gay, the quarterback, scrambles forward.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit more running action from Gay today. He almost has as much carries as their leading running back on the year. And you see him, he's a big boy. He can power it up for a few yards if he really needs to. And they're going to use him towards this inside run, this inverted quarterback read game where the quarterback is the inside and the runners are the outside reads.
Man in motion from left to right. They fake the sweep to Miyazawa, and Gay picks up the 1st down with a gain of 11.
Yeah, a lot of read option game, originates from inside zones and inside run plays and trying to get these defenses to buy in to get their quarterbacks out in space. Well, Mount Marty right here is trying to make Doane believe they're playing into their strength by getting their guys out into space when making their quarterback run up the middle, allowing a lot of gashes and pockets in the middle for this quarterback to run into.
They go empty again. They've done that a couple of times with runs for 1st down yardage. This time they do give it to Miyazawa on the reverse, and Doane is able to sniff it out. Nice job getting over there by Reese Zudavern for the stop, and it brings up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, they thought they were going to catch Doane cheating towards the outside with the last 2 plays, the quarterback keeping it going up the middle. But like I've said time and time again, this defense is made to make plays go east and west. And, just giving it to your running back for him to run straight into those dog safeties is not going to be a winning formula.
2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun. Gay has pressure from behind. Here's a shot downfield, trying to slide in and make the grab was the receiver, Trey Hansen. That falls incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, they're sending their guys deep. This Doane safeties, they're not turning and running, or at least, dropping back at the rate they should be. These wide receivers are really getting behind this defense right now. They're getting a step or two. They're just not hitting on these balls. There's this term in football, if he's even, he's leaving, because if the wide receivers, even with the DB, and he's already in a sprint, and the DB's in a back pedal, that wide receiver's going faster than he is, and just throw that ball up. That's what they're doing right now.
3rd and 12. Gay to Horick in the flat. And Doane's able to keep him short of the marker, and I'm assuming we'll see the punt unit for Mount Marty, but you never know.
You definitely never know, and then AIA short field position is really heavy 4th down territory.
John Micheletti, the head coach for the Lancers.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to keep this offense on the field here.
Stick around for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Crete Ace Hardware. We'll have analysis, take a look at a couple other scores in college football, and take a look at what we've seen so far here in the first half. Timeout called on the field. It's called out by Mount Marty. They'll have 1 remaining. So we'll step aside with 4:48 to play in the first half. The Mount Marty Lancers cling to that 20-3 lead.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Well, Mount Marty thought better of trying to go for it on 4th down near midfield, and they will kick it away. And that is straight into the jaws of a 20-mile-an-hour wind on a 32-degree day in southeast Nebraska, and that is downed. And the Tigers will take over with plenty of time to drive down the field and get a score before halftime. 4:37 on the clock.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say that Mount Marty should have just gone for it right there. It's only like a net 20-yard punt. But, with Doane's offense really not doing much of anything this game so far, you could really have a lot of faith in your defense, rely on them to get a stop. Don't force it. Don't put the hand in the Doane's offense close to their goal line.
Cruz Kerwin out of the shotgun. Handoff for Ryan Green, who had that 78-yard kick return that set Doane up with its first points on the field goal by Kellen Meyer, and this time he gets about 4. It brings up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit more running room with this lead right here, by 17 early. This defense is going to be a lot more attack heavy, pushing those linemen upfield and dropping those DBs back. It's going to create a lot more lanes for this Doane running game to, hopefully crease through.
20-3. Mount Marty in the lead. Ryan Green, another carry here, and this time the Lancers were ready for him. He's brought down by David Wilson.
Yeah, 2 inside runs back-to-back by this Dono. You like to see that first one to make it a very easy, 2nd and 5, but back-to-back when you're down this much trying to get points, it's starting to, put them out, stall them at 3rd here, and 3rd is something you don't want as Doane, they're 11th in the GPAC right now on third down percent. I'm pretty sure they're 0 for 4 or 5 today.
Out of the shotgun, Cruz Kerwin is in at quarterback. Again, Rook Williams, the freshman out of Marysville, Kansas, got the start. And Kerwin, with his first completion, fires to the right and picks up John DeRiso for a first.
Yeah, good read by Kerwin right there. The sticks are only 5 yards out, but for some reason these corners are playing about 10 to 15. And, he just takes that easy first down completion.
1st and 10 from the 45. Kerwin out of the gun. He's going deep for Reimers, who makes the catch in stride, and he's got nothing but green grass in front of them. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, you see Joshua Pickthorn try to undercut that route right there, but 6'5" receiver like Reimers, that ball is going to be put high, and he just does not have the height to undercut that ball right there. You see just out the reach, right in the bucket for Reimers, and he just scores easily.
Joshua Pickthorn, the one in coverage. Cruz Kerwin with the touchdown pass. And it's his 6th touchdown pass of the season. Kellen Meyer on for the PAT.
Yeah, some beautiful life for this Doane offense right here. They need that to take the score down to 10. That's still a very winnable ball game. They're giving this ball back to Mount Marty at half. And right here with 2:50, you cannot give up any points.
Reimers scores his 2nd touchdown of the season. The PAT tacked on by Kellen Meyer, and it is a 20-10 Mount Marty lead. 2:47 to play in the first. We got more after this.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Kellen Meyer gets ready to boot it away after the touchdown reception by Carson Reimers on the throw from Cruz Kerwin. It capped off a 4-play, 67-yard drive. Took 1 minute and 50 seconds off the clock, and Jonah Miyazawa will let this one trickle through the back of the end zone, and we'll see a 2-minute drill, I'm sure, here from Coach Micheletti and Mount Marty. And here we got a couple of fisticuffs after the kick.
Yeah, a little extracurricular out there. These teams are going to start getting real bitter towards each other. Last year in this matchup, I could definitely say it was not very friendly.
Really?
Yeah, no, not a whole lot of friendly chitter-chatter going on between these two teams.
1st down and 10 for Mount Marty. Ball spotted right at the 25 after the touchback. And we'll see what we see here from the Lancers. Ken Gay, 9 for 12, 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's been pretty efficient through the air. He's going to drop back to throw here, and he's not going to get to throw as he's sacked. Combo sack there. 3 black jerseys in on the stop.
Yeah, that was a lot of down pressure, something they haven't had a lot of. Great job by Zudiver and LaValle and my roommate Seth Hagen right there to get pressure early, and they take down Ken Gay before he could even look for his routes to break.
Seth Hagen, a senior out of Brighton, Colorado. So a timeout is called. We'll take one with them. 2:37 to play, 2nd and long coming up.
It's the season. The excitement of going to sporting events, sitting in the bleachers, rooting for the neighbor kid that mowed your lawn, delivered papers, or played a few pranks in the neighborhood. The first stop, of course, though, is your local Speedy Mart convenience store. Fuel for the journey. Speedy Mart, your area store with Nebraska roots and community ties. No matter if it's a win or a loss, Speedy Mart can make you feel better before or after the game.
second down and 18 coming up after the sack by Seth Hagen. And now you're starting to feel a little energy inside Al Papik Field. Kenneth Gay to the left side, short pass to Miyazawa, who makes the catch, and then he gets driven backwards by Zach Fox. And just like that, it brings up third down.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot more life out of this Doane team after a score and some defensive stops here. You love to see the energy on the sideline. You're going to see Doane come out in this dime defense.
And Doane calls a timeout as well. We'll keep it here after that one. We've had a lot of timeouts. We've been throwing it to break quite a bit. But I asked you this a little bit ago. Chandler, we've seen the good, we've seen the bad, and we've seen the really good, we've seen the really bad from Doane to this point in the ball game. What has impressed you the most?
I think this team's ability to fight back, going down the amount of points they did that early. And being at this point in the season where you are, it's real easy to just put your head down and just be like, it's over again. But no, this team's starting to fight back. This defense is still very hungry. They want these stops. This offense, 10 points a game. They are itching to be in the end zone. This team is continuing to fight, and you love to see that.
Third down and 13. 2:25 remaining in the half. Man in motion from right to left. Doane brings an extra safety to that side of the field. Gay fires. And making a tremendous catch is Rex Reichen, the tight end.
Oh, just right over the head of the defender right there.
We do have a flag down.
They're going to call that offensive PI on Reichen right there. Or maybe on Miyazawa, either one in the area. They're going to get him for a push-off.
Boy, oh boy, what do you do if you're Doane here? Obviously, you decline it, but that was one heck of a catch, and it's hard to defend.
Yeah, that is real hard to defend. When someone's just bigger than you, if that ball's put in the right spot, sometimes you just can't defend it.
So that'll make it a third and even longer here after the penalty.
This is what Doane wants to do is, live in this dime defense. They bring out two of their linebackers and bring in an extra DB and lineman so they could really just go after the quarterback. And it allows those defensive players on the line to actually dictate their own pressures. They call their own stunts on that line. So it allows them to get more creative. It allows them to pin their ears back and allows these athletic safeties to try to make plays.
Yeah, I think the officials are having a little bit of trouble figuring out where to spot the ball. Half the distance of the goal when you're on the minus side of the field is a little different.
Yeah, Fowles, ball was around the 20, and they're doing half to the distance of the goal, so it's around the 10.
Third and 24, and you got to think Mount Marty is content to run it here with the ball to start the second half, but maybe not. Kenneth Gay escapes, fires downfield for Reichen, who makes another outstanding catch. Leans out of bounds. It's short of the line to gain, but this will bring us inside 2 minutes to play in the half. Let's take another look at this one.
This was just beautiful job by Reichen and Gay to really extend this play. He had creases where he could have tried to scramble, but he knows he isn't picking up that 17 he needs. He knows he needs to throw the ball, and for him to just look downfield while navigating is a great job.
Clock is running here. Doane will get the football back with just under a minute and a half to play in the first half. And it's a fake punt. On the run for the first down, and picking it up is Mount Marty. And the ball did pop out at the end. The punter on the return was Michael Hankinson. But it looks like he coughed it up and Doane recovered it.
There is so much happening right now.
Now we're going to get a look at it here.
Oh, the shiftiness of the punter right here to make 34 miss of Doane. Look at that dead leg to pick up the first. Oh, just no ball security, though. Great play from behind by Rondazzo. His second fumble strip of the game. He is just looking for that ball, and Mount Marty's laying it low and out there for him.
And Doane will start the drive on the plus side of the field at the 48 of the Lancers. Kerwin under pressure, and he's sacked for the fourth time. This Mount Marty defense just getting such great penetration against the Tigers' offensive line.
Yeah, Doane has had O-line issues for the past few seasons, and this season is no different. If they've been having to put so many different bodies in, Mount Marty making use of it.
So it brings up 2nd and 14 with a minute to go in the half. A strike over the middle to Jeremiah Payne, pickup of about 14, and we'll see if that's enough to move the chain. It's going to be awfully close.
Yeah, JP showing off that catch radius. You see him extend beautifully for this ball out here. Just over the middle, showing no fear.
3rd down and 1. Ryan Green not in at running back. It's Tristan Graff who picks up a 1st down and gets much more. He gets 9.
Yeah, this team is hungry right now. They want to score. You see everyone just fighting for yards, making people miss. You know, this is a dogfight of a game right here. It's going to be a very fun second half.
20-10. And again, Doane does not have the football to start the second half. A field goal would make it a 1-score game, but Kerwin wants the touchdown, fires to the end zone. Joaquin Gutierrez had it pop out of his hands, and it falls incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh,
2nd down.
He had the high point. You're going to see it on the replay right here. It's a beautiful job to get up over the corner for the ball, but just the hands, Bricks is off him. Just not able to bring it in. Oh, that would have been such a beautiful cherry to this drive.
So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Again, Doane started this at the 48 of Mount Marty after a fumble was forced on a fake punt run by Hankinson, the punter for the Lancers. Kerwin out of the shotgun. Initial read wasn't there, so he flips it to Tristan Graff, who flips on the ignition and gets down inside the 10.
I want to just give a shout out to Graff for letting his blockers set up right here. You're going to see him force a mixed tackle, and it's so easy to just want to sprint out into space and just try to get to the edge, but he sees his blockers towards the inside, and he makes a cut back in to navigate and let them set up. Just bring it all the way down to about the 6.
Doane has called its final time out of the half. So now you're down inside the goal line. You got 1st and goal. 20-10 ball game. You were trailing 20-0. Everything seemingly was going wrong. Now things are going right. What has changed for Doane? Has the luck just flipped its switch into their own favor, or are they playing better football?
I think they're just staying in it. They haven't checked out of this game. It seems that Mount Marty, once they got this big lead, try to let off this pedal a little bit. You see the ball starting to hang out of these ball carriers. They're not, taking care of the small things like they should be, like they were in the beginning of this game. And Doane has just not lost a step. They're continuing to fight and continuing to want to claw back, and they're taking these opportunities. The biggest thing is going to see if they can make these opportunities once they aren't given to them. So
you're down inside the 10. You've got 9 seconds to play. You probably need something quick.
Yeah, it's end zone shots immediately. It's high and away. Don't make it an interceptable ball in the slightest. Do not take time off the clock. Do not take a sack. If it's not there, throw the ball up through that goalpost.
20-10, the score, 9 seconds remaining. 1st and goal, Doane at the 8, a fire to the end zone. Gutierrez has it batted away. Good defensive coverage there by Tyler Ivey, the safety.
Yeah, Kerwin tries to hit this back shoulder fade, but the thing is he snaps the ball and stares at the receiver the entire time. The corner knows it's coming, and he's able to just squeeze down that space.
2nd down and goal to go, and that took 3 seconds off. So quick strikes like that. Doane has a couple of chances to bring this down to a 4th down situation if they need to. If that's the case, they will go to Kellen Meyer, but they're going to do that right here with 6 seconds remaining in the half to take the points. The kick by Meyer on its way. It is up, and it is good. And Doane has it down to a 1-score game as time expires on the first half. So at the end of 30 minutes, 20-13, Mount Marty in the lead. Chandler Pullen, quick thoughts.
Doane's got to take this momentum and bring it out in the second half and get a great stop. If you go in the half, let Marty come out, try to make them think that they're going to come back in this game and that they're fine. And, guys, we got this lead. Let's go score. If you come out and just give it to them immediately, take that ball away, you're going to take a lot of life out of this Mount Marty crew.
Doane trailed this game 20-0 in the first quarter. They have since converted a touchdown and 2 field goals to make up their 13 points, down a touchdown at the break. Our Creed Ace Hardware halftime show is coming up.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Is it time for something different? Then come out to Crete Ace Hardware, where you can view our selection of Magnum e-bikes with several different models to choose from. Your ride will be a breeze. Or maybe an IMAX scooter is more your style? And you can spice up your cookout with our large inventory of grills and smokers. From classic brands like Traeger and Weber to harder to find brands like Green Egg. Let our outstanding customer service find the right fit for you. Try something different at Crete Ace Hardware, located at 1025 Main Avenue, Crete, Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service, because Kin's You Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
You're watching Doane Tigers football on News Channel Nebraska. The halftime show is brought to you by the helpful folks at Crete Ace Hardware.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said...
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with a wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
welcome you back to Al Papik Field, where the Mount Marty Lancers lead the Doane Tigers 20-13 at the break. Chandler Pullen, Jake Bartecki. Chandler, let's take a look a little bit at this first half. What did you like? What did you not like from either side?
You know, from Mount Marty, I liked a lot of their ability to stretch this field and get down the field. But, you know, their fundamentals are lacking a lot here, you know, giving up these fumble recoveries to Doane, allowing them to claw back into this game after a big lead early. What I like to see from Doane is just the fight from the squad. You know, it's a team with a very poor record coming into this game. You know, it's a team you might think has not a lot to fight for, but they're fighting for everything right now. Every inch, every yard, every ball. You know, they want to score. They want to get their first win today.
Yeah, Mount Marty right now leading in total yards, 164 to 137. Pretty even in passing yards as well, Chandler, 123 to 115. The one category Doane is getting beat up in, and it's because I think they haven't done it much, 49-14 in the run category. On top of that, they've also had a lot of sacks.
Yeah, 100%. These, you know, this Mount Marty defense is pinning their ears back and just absolutely getting after Rick Williams and Cruz Kerwin today. You know, it's been a patchwork Doane offensive line. They've struggled with a lot of injuries throughout this year, and the chemistry you could tell just is not there. They're mixing up blitz pickups in different formations. You could tell they're just not glued yet.
Let's take a look at our halftime highlights, brought to you in part by the helpful hardware folks at Crete Ace Hardware. Here we go back in the first. This is Kenneth Gay going to Jonah Miyazawa, his 6th career touchdown against the Tigers. We talked about him averaging 104 yards per game against the Tigers. Here's Rook Williams making his first start, and he makes a rookie mistake here. Throws one over the middle, intercepted. Good return on the run back there by the secondary of Mount Marty. Kenneth Gay again throws it to the end zone, hits Rex Reichen. Reichen able to stretch it over and get into the end zone for the score. That would put them up 14-0. Here's a blocked punt on a Kellen Meyer punt. This one taken into the end zone on the return by Tyree Morrison. Kellen Meyer would get Doane on the board. They would get a field goal there of 41 yards, 20-3. How about this throw from Cruz Kerwin? Fires it over the middle. Carson Reimers puts it right where the defender can't get it. Only your receiver can get it. That's always a lesson a coach will teach. Hits Reimers for the touchdown. And how about this? Hawkinson with the return on the fake punt has the ball knocked out. It's picked up by the Tigers. They start in plus territory on the final drive of the half, and Kellen Meyer again puts a field goal up and through. Now I'm going to kick it over to Chandler to tell us a little bit about United Healthcare.
Yeah, this halftime is brought to you by United Healthcare. High school seniors, please listen. They're giving out a $5,000 scholarship to 5 Nebraska high school seniors. And do not worry if you are not a high test scorer or do not have a high GPA. This scholarship is based off of community effort, positive impact in the community, impacts in your school, impacts in leadership and philanthropy. And that final deadline is going to be December 1st. Repeat, December 1st. 5 scholarships given away by United Healthcare.
All right. 20-13 the score at the half. We've got more after this.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
What does farming mean to you? For most, it's hard work, dedication, and livelihood. Unfortunately, that also comes with risk. At Nebraska Crop Insurance in Beatrice, they know the non-stop dedication involved to keep your family protected from that risk and ensure their livelihood. Not only do they know everything about the coverage you need, they're also farmers themselves. So protect what means the most to you with the agent who knows what it means to be a farmer. Nebraska Crop Insurance, 615 Dorsey Street in Beatrice.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
From the moment something didn't feel quite right, to that ambulance arriving at your door, from the immediate diagnosis, to the surgery that followed, to the long list of lifestyle changes, and that family gathering that everyone always talked about, but for whatever reason kept getting postponed, to the moment you sat back and realized how grateful you are for everything you have. We've been here for you, just around the corner. Columbus Community Hospital.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms. Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Fuel your journey by starting at a Speedy Mart store near you. From the small communities in Nebraska to the larger cities, the staff at Speedy Marts are ready to serve you with food, fuel, and rewards. Save 5 cents per gallon with the Fuel Your Journey fill-up plus additional bonus savings. Download the app for mobile pay, offering customers the highest quality branded food and treats, fresh, ready, and convenient. Check out SpeedyMart.com for locations and job opportunities.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
A partner in your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
You're watching Doane Tigers football on News Channel Nebraska. The halftime show is brought to you by the helpful folks at Crete Ace Hardware.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Kin's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Kin and Carry are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Kin's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service, because Kin's U-Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Kin's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about you.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to lawn repairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
It's 2023. Bad internet shouldn't be a thing. FYI, coax and satellite internet are vintage. Stop settling for lagging, buffering, and freezing. Switch to Allo Fiber and enjoy speeds up to 1 gig across multiple devices, 24/7 local customer support, no data caps. Fiber your internet with Allo. Visit allofiber.com/FYI.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
Plumbing needs attention? Trust the experts at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. No matter the size of the job, John Henry's brings extensive expertise to handle everything your home's plumbing system requires. So whether your drain is clogged, your water heater needs an upgrade, or you want to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, we're here for you. Reach out to us today and discover why, since 1996, we've proudly served families as the most reliable plumbing company in the Lincoln area. John Henry's, our family serving yours since 1996.
You're watching Doane Tigers football on News Channel Nebraska. The halftime show is brought to you by the helpful folks at Crete Ace Hardware. NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil, your first and last stop to and from the game. By USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Doane Tigers back out on the field taking their warm-ups as we get ready to go for the second half. I walked outside for a moment, Chandler. It is chilly out there. I will tell you. I'm not lying.
Yeah, it is very chilly, and these players are probably feeling that once again coming out of those warm locker rooms. You know, getting all those goosebumps back on the skin. It's going to be a long warm-up process to get those joints moving again.
Yeah, so keys to the second half for Doane and keys to the second half for Mount Marty. What do you see?
For Doane, it's just consistency. You know, we've seen them make very splashy plays and be in some very good spots, but they haven't done it consistently enough to be winning or to be up at all in this game. You know, they've been clawing back from behind the whole time. And for Mount Marty, it's just keep your foot on the pedal. You know, they went up 20-0. They had a lead, but, you know, errors here, fundamentals missed, and all of a sudden, you know, Doane's just 7 points down. And, they just need to keep their foot on the pedal, keep going. You know, you can't let up, you can't let Doane just even try to get a chance to come back.
Getting ready to go here for the second half. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the first half. Total yards, Mount Marty has the edge there, 164 for the Lancers, 137 for Doane. Passing yards, pretty even. Doane with the edge, 123, 115. Talked about the rushing yards, 49 for Mount Marty, 14 for Doane. Probably the big difference there, Chandler, is 4 sacks for Mount Marty, none for Doane.
Yeah, 100%. This, like I was talking about earlier in this halftime report, this Doane offensive line, it's just a makeshift group, you know, unfortunately, you know, dealing with concussions, dealing with injuries, dealing with the player quit during midseason. You know, that's a lot of different dudes going in, and O-line is position group that is based on chemistry. In order for a line to play well, you need to trust the men around you, and you need to know that they're doing their own job. And when you're constantly seeing someone else to the left or to the right of you, that is hard to do.
20-13 is the score as we get back underway. There you see Kellen Meyer getting ready to boot it away. As back deep to return are Miyazawa, as well as Rodney Brodnicks for the Lancers. Right into the wind, and off the tee goes the football.
Yep. So with the first kick, to try to kick this game off, now we're seeing it with the kick to try to kick off the second half.
But it never happened in between.
No, it didn't, you know. It's interesting.
Getting ready to go here. Let's see if this one, it stays on. What are the odds that we need to kick a holder?
Looks like none now.
None. All right, kick is away. Jonah Miyazawa will take it at the 10. Cuts right at the 15 and runs out of bounds around the 27. And the Lancers offense takes the field for the first time in the second half. Again, Doane won the toss, and they wanted the football, elected to receive, and that is why we see the Lancers taking the field here to start the third quarter at the 27. Numbers on Kenneth Gay II, starting quarterback for the Lancers in the first half, 11 of 14, 115 yards and 2 touchdowns, and a good number of those incompletions, Chandler, were shots down the field that were either very well defended by Doane or just overthrown when he had a man in space.
Yeah, they need to keep this game vertical.
Gale drop back to throw, rolls out to his right, and he flips it to his receiver who makes the catch but gets blown up. Austin Vigans on the reception. He is taken down on the play. Good tackle by Ty Martinson, and now you've got Vigans. Looks like he's slow to get up.
That was a good job by Ken Gay to get the ball out and, you know, make that not be a very, very deep sack. But, you know, his guy just gets hit immediately because Doane is all over.
We'll take a break as Austin Vigans gets checked out here. 14:37 to play in the third. First drive of the second half for Mount Marty.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice.
Welcome you back to Alpapic Field as 2nd and 13. Snap back. And not going anywhere again is Kenneth Gay. The Doane defense wins another one.
Yeah, interesting play call. You know, they're trying to go back to what worked a little bit in that first half, that quarterback inverted read, trying to get him up the middle there. But, you know, after a first down in which your quarterback got hit pretty hard, you don't want to put him in harm's way again by forcing him to take a design quarterback run up the middle into the teeth of that defense. Now it's 3rd down long.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 24. Miyazawa in motion from left to right. Gay fires. Pass is tipped and nearly picked off by Jackson Seward. Tremendous coverage on one guy that has beaten up your secondary all day. That's the tight end Riken, and Seward nearly had a pick going the other way.
Yeah, big mental win for Doane right there. Riken has been just decimating this secondary all game. And, you know, for them to come out on their opening drive and hold them 3 on out, especially defending a ball that was well placed by the quarterback for Riken, you know, that's just a tremendous feeling.
Riken with 3 catches for 51 yards and a touchdown. He leads all receivers in yards today. No fake punt here from Hankinson. Instead, DeRiso with the fair catch, and Doane's offense takes the field for the first time, 1st and 10.
I would love to see Doane I don't even know what to say here. Just get some explosion out of this offense. You know, I don't want to say put them in 2-minute offense, but I feel like every time this offense gets put in 2-minute situations, that's when they're the most explosive, and that's when they find the most amount of room on the field.
Kerwin out of the gun. Starts the second half with a pitch to the left, And the pass gets knocked away from the intended target. New body out there at receiver for the Tigers. Looks like that one was intended for Brian Lambert. Gets poked away. That's close to fumble range if he moves forward with that thing.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous ball. We saw him open up this game with that exact same play out of that exact same formation. And as I was saying, after they ran it that first time, that is a play that, teams know Doane likes to use a lot. They've strayed a little bit from here today, which I love because I do feel they have the tendency to overuse it. And you saw it right there.
Shotgun set, 2nd and 10. And for the second time, the snap gets away. Ryan Green is just going to have to fall on it. That could be a loss of 20 on the play. My goodness.
They got to get these snaps down. That is the 3rd errant snap from this Doane offense. They're just shooting themselves in the foot with these types of just errant snaps. Anytime a ball goes over a quarterback head, that's like a guaranteed 10-yard loss minimum. And right now it is 3rd and a whole Walmart here.
Kalen Youngs is the freshman center for the Tigers, who's had that happen 3 times today on high snaps. It's 3rd and 31, as Chandler alluded to. Doane's going to commit to throwing it. Kerwin to the sideline for Jeremiah Payne, who makes the catch and gets run out of bounds. So he gets a little bit of that yardage back, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, the only thing that's really going to do for them is give their defense some decent punt field position to work with. Hopefully Kellen could get this ball sailed down. We saw, a knuckleball from him earlier, and then another errant punt going towards the side of the end zone from Mount Marty.
So Meyer on to kick it away. On to punt for the 5th time. Miyazawa will let it roll, and how about this? This will work out for Doane. It's going to be down at the 13.
Yeah, decision proves poor for Miyazawa right there, letting it roll instead of taking that fair catch. It takes a beautiful Doane bounce to go inside of the 20 after originally falling at the 30. I was saying earlier, I really want to see Mount Marty continue this vertical game that they had in the first half. That's what really worked for them. We saw a lot of times them trying to go sideline to sideline, and that's a lot of times where their drive started to falter and break down. They came out in that last drive with the play action in the beginning. That didn't work. But, this vertical passing game for them has been so good today. You want to see them continue it.
1st down and 10 at the 16. Handoff to the right side. And getting blown up and taken down is that 2nd-string running back that we've seen a couple of times this afternoon for the Lancers, Noah Kleinsasser.
Yeah, Boggs flies through that flies through that offensive line immediately. He flew in there, dissected that run. They had a feeling after such a lot of OCs, when they do these very high errant plays, high variable plays that are exciting and splashing, they don't tend to work out. They go back to the next drive and keep it safe, keep it simple with an inside run. Doane all over it right there. Fumble.
And the ball comes out, and it's picked up, and that's going to go down. Is that a safety? It sure is. How about that? That's the momentum that Doane needed right there.
And we talked about errant snaps in this game earlier, one for Doane on this previous drive, and now one for Mount Marty. That ball just flies behind the quarterback. Worst possible spot for it to be in the end zone as well. Good job out of the quarterback saving that from being a Doane touchdown, but Doane safety puts him in the spot to get another touchdown.
Makes it a 20-15 game. Most importantly, I think Doane gets the ball back.
Oh, 100%. This has been an absolute beautiful way for them to start this half defensively, for them to give up, 20 points in that first half under some very unfortunate circumstances that, they couldn't really control, for them to come out and just take the fight to Mount Marty in this first half, saying, no, we ain't giving these points to you anymore. You have to earn them. It's a great thing to see. I really hope this offense could just, play some complimentary football for them.
So Doane gets the football back after the safety. Hankinson will kick, and the return looks like back there for Doane. He got 2 back there, and Jeremiah Payne. Can't tell who the other one is, but Doane is going to get the football back. How about this?
Yeah, they're getting the football back early. You know, I bet they didn't expect this with that little 2-point swing right there.
Third quarter is brought to you in part by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of your pain, not just the symptoms. And Doane with the football back. 11 minutes to play in the third. 20-15 the score.
There's no bigger drive for Doane to get points than right here. You know, your defense has gotten 2 great opening stops for you. And not only that, but they even put points up on the board for you. You have to respond, and you have to get points for them.
So shotgun set. Ryan Green is the tailback. Throw to the right. Pass is caught. Chunk yardage play there. Nate Fox on the reception for the Tigers.
That was just a great usage of leverage right there. You know, towards that short side of the field, there's no one out in that space besides that corner. They use a slant from the receiver to draw that corner back a little bit inside, giving just a nice little few inches to Nate Fox, the tight end, to work with, and he picks up almost a first down off of it.
Yeah, picks up 8 on his first reception of the ball game. 2nd and 2. Cruz Kerwin has been playing since the second. Green rolls left and picks up a first down.
Yeah, they just ran an RPO off the same exact scheme of passing they ran last time. That little quick out, you see Fox run the exact same routes, the exact same look, get that defense to try to bite pass, give it underneath the Ryan Green, and you see his explosiveness pick up first down and more.
First down and 10 to go at the 45. Shotgun set. And again, they go with Ryan Green, and now you're seeing Chris Bessler lean to the run game.
Yeah, you know, the run is their bread and butter, and now they're able to lean into it a little bit more, that it's a 1-score game, not a 3-score game. But it kind of makes me a little bit fearful because they were able to get back into this game from, you know, the way their offense was operating in the first half. I'm scared to see it decline with the way that the second half is going.
2nd and 6. Another run play here, and this time Green gets driven backwards.
Yeah, it looked like there was an interesting wrap-up on Rian right there. You see the stand screaming for a horse collar or a face mask. I couldn't see it too great from the booth, but you did see the head area of Rian get yanked a little bit.
Well, today's game is brought to you in part by United Healthcare, where small towns matter. Here's the throw to Kerwin, and Kerwin's pass batted down at the line. Nice job, and that's the second time I think we've seen Mount Marty win one of those battles. That time it was Dallin Norman again who got his paw up there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful job by him, seeing the quick snap from Kerwin right there. You see that quick snap and the arm cocked back from that quarterback on a 3-step drop. You know it's coming out early. You know you aren't going to get the sack. Just get your hands up. That's exactly what he does right there.
4th and 7. Meyer boots it away. Miyazawa kicks it out of bounds, Miyazawa takes it before it goes out of bounds, and Mount Marty gets the football back.
Yeah, learns from his mistake of the previous punt. He's going to feel that one, not even going to think about letting it go. And now we're going to see this Doane defense get back on the field. You know, 2 straight, just beautiful stops from them, but also 2 straight, you know, about nothing drives from your offense. Let's see how hard this defense can hold if they could keep just pounding it into this Mount Marty offense.
1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line as Mount Marty has the football back. Kenneth Gay keeps it himself and runs forward. Not much there.
Yeah, they're manufacturing a lot of their run game right now from this QB inverted option, and it worked very well early when everyone was biting towards those outsides, but now no one's biting towards the outside because they know they could stop those jet sweeps. They know they could stop those easily, and now they're actually visibly attacking the inverted motion. the Mount Marty offense has to go somewhere else if they want to configure a run game.
2nd and 8 at the 22. Snap back to Kenneth Gay. Fires downfield. Miyazawa has it, beat it away.
Tries to hit Miyazawa on a back shoulder right there. He had steps on his DB, and the receiver for Mount Marty right there, Trey Hansen, also had a beat on his guy. You know, there's multiple dudes downfield with the beat, but, you know, decides to throw the back shoulder anyways, and hard for a receiver to make that play when, you know, they already have it in their mind that they beat their DB.
Owen McDonald, the one in coverage for Doane. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Gay fires and again overthrows his intended target. Soft coverage for Doane, but the overthrow bails him out. The intended target, Trey Hansen, and here comes the punting unit.
You can see the effect of this Doane defense on Gay in the second half. You see his feet are getting a little bit more jittery in the pocket. He's not moving as fluently as he was in the first half. Not only that, but his reads are coming a lot faster. He's scanning the field a lot faster. He's sensing this pressure from Doane. He knows that this pressure is coming in, and he's feeling a little paranoid from it.
4th down and 8. Kick is away. John DeRiso slides into a fair catch around the 42. And Doane's offense back on the field. Back and forth we go here. A lot of punting here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this has been a very, very defensive second half after a pretty, you know, even throughout special teams, offense, defense, all splashing in the first half. Second half, it's been a whole lot of punts, whole lot of defensive stands.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Zollner Lincoln Ford of Beatrice. 1st and 10 from the 42. Cruz Kerwin in the shotgun, Ryan Green to his left hip. And you see John DeRiso lined up in the slot. Green gets the edge and turns it upfield. This is Tristan Graff, my mistake, and he's down inside the 5 for the touchdown. Tristan Graff gives Doane the lead.
I want to see it on the replay from this corner from Mount Marty here because Graff gets this outside, he gets this edge, and it's only like an inch to walk on this sideline. And for some reason, he just bursts downfield. No one pushes him out. Nothing. He's just able to tightrope that sideline all the way downfield, breaks a late tackle, and just showcase that speed.
So Graff finds the end zone, and Doane has the lead. This is the first time they have led in a game at Al Papik Field in nearly 2 months.
Yeah, you know, it's been a very rough year for them, but today they're just taking every little opportunity they can to nip away at this team. And, you know, you love to see this fight from them this late in the season.
We had a stoppage. We had everybody lined up, and then the officials signaled everyone away.
Might be wrong ball, might be extracurricular between teams right there.
Well, we talked about that. I think they might. I don't think anyone called a timeout. No, I believe Doane did call a timeout there.
Okay.
So Doane burns a timeout, trying to set up, I'm guessing, a 2-point conversion. But, boy, I don't know if that's when you want to burn a timeout.
No, definitely not. I have a feeling these timeouts are going to be very, very needed this late in the game. You know, you go up, but this game is not over. It is still very, very, very close. I hate to see a timeout wasted this early in the half.
So the 2-point conversion attempt here for the Tigers.
2-point puts them up by 3 in this game. This is called a swinging gate field goal formation right here.
Yeah, everybody on that far side of the field. Here's Kerwin, throws. Jeremiah Payne has it batted away. And the score will remain 21-20. But regardless, Tristan Graff, 64 yards to the house. And the Tigers have taken their first lead at Al Papik Field in over a month. They lead at 21-20, 7:35 to play in the third.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
Welcome back to Al Papik Field. 21-20 is the score after the Tristan Graff touchdown run that gives Doane their first lead of the afternoon. Again, he's Chandler Pullen. I'm Jake Bartecki. That was a one-play, 58-yard scoring drive. And the 58-yard touchdown run by Tristan Graff.
Yeah, we're going to see that ball come down again this Wednesday. They're going to need a holder to come out for this one.
21-20 is the score in the third. 7:35 remaining. And, yeah, you see the holder have to come in yet again.
Yeah, this wind is showing no signs of dying down anytime soon. Might see a little bit more errant balls in the fourth quarter because of this. You're going to have to see a lot more passing game.
Kick by Meyer. Angling out of bounds by a lot, and that'll be an illegal procedure that'll give Mount Marty some extra yardage, and they'll start at the 35.
Yes, it will. That is a beautiful start for Mount Marty. You know, that's great field position to start with. Anything above the 25 increases your chance of scoring very, very highly, almost exponentially as you go each 10 yards.
We're still in the third quarter. It's been a long third quarter. 21-20 is the score.
Yeah, a lot more incompletions, dead balls. You know, this first half was a lot of run game and a lot of draining the clock. You know, both teams just trying to get settled in. Now teams are trying to take shots, and the clock's stopping because of it.
Pistol set with a single back in the form of Salestein, and he runs to the right after going forward, and he gets blown up, and Doane wins that battle.
Yep. Trying to make that running game go east and west again. You know, they sprint up the middle, slam straight into the line. This defense is made to push that ball east and west. He doesn't have anywhere to go, tries to go east, and nowhere to go for him.
Second down and 10 after the no-yard gain on first.
A lot of motion today out of Mount Marty.
Snap back to Kenneth Gay. Going deep. Has a man, but it's dropped incomplete. Trey Hansen, the intended target, as he fell to the ground, had it coughed up. I think the contact with the turf might have jarred that one loose.
Yeah, it's definitely the contact with the turf. He has it all the way through, just can't hold it in off the end. You see it hit off his helmet. You know, as these one-on-one opportunities increase, look at Zach Fox on the far side, 25 for Doane. He is a very, very newer corner to this system. Came recruited as a linebacker, actually. And Zach Fox is going to get tested. You've seen him get tested a lot today against Maisala, and he's going to get tested a lot more in the rest of this game.
Big third down here. Mount Marty is yet to convert a third down in the second half, and Kenneth Gay won't convert one here. He gets sacked. The pressure by Owen Coots.
Owen Coots, a big leader on this D-line. He's been a captain on this team for 2 years now, wearing that tough guy single-digit jersey all 3 years, or 3 of his 4 years, sorry. You know, he's a leader. He's their main pressure getter on that D-line, and you know he's been causing it today, getting the Gay.
Third down comes 4th and 11, and a punt situation here for the Lancers. A drive that lasts just over a minute. Doriso from the 31 breaks a tackle and gets table-topped across the 35 to the 37.
Good little gain there, making a few people miss, getting his team up across that 35. This is going to be, you know, good field position for Doane. Doane honestly had very good field position all day. You really wish they would do more with it. Last drive, they get a very nice explosive play from Tristan McGrath. Hopefully they can keep that up.
First down and 10 from the 36. Pistol set, 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. And the carry there by David Harris, and he loses a yard.
Yeah,
good tackle off the edge there by Tyler Klein.
absolutely nothing going there. Klein reading that early, coming off that edge, and there's absolutely no room for Harris to go.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. It's all you need to know. Run to the right, and Harris gets taken down on the play. Another very nice play by Dalen Norman, who's had a couple of big ones today.
Yeah, Norman's been all over Cruz and Williams in this game. You know, these edges are just hitting home, the entire D-line in general, but Norman especially, you know, he's living in that backfield today.
3rd and 12. Doane needs to get past the 45 to the 46. They are just 3 of 10 on 3rd down. Here's a shot downfield. Pass is intercepted. Picked off over the middle by Tyler Ivey. At the end of the day, Chandler, it's about the same as a punt going into the wind, but not a great throw there by Cruz Kerwin.
Yeah, no, definitely not. His receiver just was not ready for that at all. You see the DB actually look back for the pass before the receiver does. And, you know, I could tell that was going to be an interception from the booth before the receiver was even looking for the ball. Just unfortunate.
1st and 10 from the 36. Pistol set.
Doane's defense starting to get a little bit more comfortable now. You see a lot more of their players starting to move around.
Ball comes out, and Gay rolls out to his right and gets taken down.
These errant snaps today are killing both teams. We've seen multiple of them on both sides, and you know that resulted in the safety in 15 points, getting us to 15 points forward down earlier a few drives ago. These snaps, these centers and these quarterbacks, they got to do something on the sideline to get this down.
So pistol again, 2nd and 10. Gay fires downfield, and the pass is caught by Rex Reichen for a 1st down inside the 45.
That is the honey hole in this Doane defense right there. You put on vertical routes to make these DBs have to push down the field, and these linebackers love to sit around 10 to 12. You throw it right in that 15 to 17 mark, it's open.
Reichen makes his 4th catch, now has 70 yards and a touchdown on the afternoon. He's had a big game. Averages about 90 yards per game, so likely going to surpass that here still this afternoon. 3:33 to play in the 3rd. To the right. The pass is caught by Kleinsasser for a 1st down and a gain of 11.
And a good job by Ken Gay, you know. Even with these errant snaps and this pressure starting to come in more, he's still firing this ball out. I mentioned the feet are getting a little bit more jittery. The pressure's starting to get to him a little bit more, but he's still playing very strong, still firing this ball and finding his man.
21-20 the score. Snap back to Gay, firing downfield, overthrows Miyazawa, who is double covered, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Miyazawa just getting behind this defense all day today, but unfortunately, you know, right there for this offense, the DB finally reads it. There's not as much space to really extend that into the red zone, and they squeeze it down.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. (21-20) the score with 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Quarter that's lasted almost 45 minutes. Here's a fire to the end zone. Hansen has it batted away yet again. Good coverage again by Doane. Hansen has had a tough go of it this afternoon. Zach Fox in the coverage.
Yeah, Zach Fox, I mentioned earlier, as you get more on these one-on-one opportunities, they're going to be testing 25 a lot more. Right now, he just gets a hand on that, beautifully undercut to just get a hand on the ball and force it out of Hansen.
So it brings up a 3rd and 10. If you're Coach Micheletti, what do you draw up here?
I'm drawing another honey hole shot to Reichen right here around that 12 to 15 mark. I'm sending streaks on these outsides, getting these safeties to play deep. Maybe a little something to draw these linebackers underneath to find Reichen.
Snap back to Gay. Going downfield, incomplete, was looking for Riken. Really never developed into the play I think Mount Marty wanted, and it brings up 4th and 10.
Yeah, they're trying to isolate Riken on this wheel to the outside right here, get him in a one-on-one, but the safety doesn't bite towards the inside routes. He sees the wheel route start to develop, plays over top of it. It's really nothing there.
2:46 on the clock in the third. Right now, Mount Marty's offense thinks this is 4-down territory. You kind of wonder why they didn't maybe try to cut some of that yardage off a little bit.
Yeah, if you know you're going to go for it on 4th down, you'd love to just make the 4th down shorter for yourself.
Rolling out right, Kenneth Gay fires, and it's complete, but Seward knocks down his receiver well out of bounds and well short of the line to gain. And a turnover on downs for the Lancers. Here we see it.
Yeah, great stop for this Doane D. As we mentioned before, you know, they took that very deep end zone shot on 3rd down just to go for it on 4th. I wonder if there's a little decision being made with this kicker missing some early and missing an extra point because, you know, around that 30-yard mark is still field goal range.
21-20 the score, 2:39 remaining. Man in motion from right to left across the line. Kerwin fires, and the pass complete to Nate Fox.
Yeah, trying to hit Nate Fox on these quick outs. They've had little successes here for them, but, you know, quick outs are only successful for so long. It's only going to get them about 2 or 3. You know, if you want quick outs to continue to be successful, you have to set up space for them.
2nd and 7. To the right, Nate Fox, a one-handed reception, and he's knocked out of bounds past the 35.
Like I just said, you know, you got to create space for those quick outs, and right there they get another one to Fox, and this time he's got plenty of space to work with, and he's able to get it up to a 3rd and 1.
3rd and very short. Coming up here for Doane.
Never mind, they're actually going to give them the 1st down.
Oh, now they do. They do move the chains, so that gives us a chance to say that today's game is brought to you in part by City Bank and Trust, member FDIC. So 1st and 10 from the 35. They go shotgun here, and Doane probably content with running the ball a while to drain the clock and protect this lead, but Kerwin will drop back and throw one out of bounds.
He was about to get killed by 15 again. You know, and a good job by him, recognize that last second and, you know, making that man miss to get out and extend this play. You know, unfortunate not to get the completion, but it could have been a lot worse for them right there.
1:20 remaining. 2nd and 10 coming up. Pitch to the left for Ryan Green, and Green gets eaten alive. He was destroyed in the backfield. Joshua Pickthorn with the tackle. Pickthorn, a 194-pound junior out of Brandon, South Dakota. That is a farm boy hit if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, 100%. And that was just great defense by Pickthorn. You know, he sees the pitch and he's playing out laterally, making that receiver go out to block him, and then gives him a quick rip over and cut back. That receiver had no chance of blocking him at all, was not ready for it, and he blows up Rian right there.
3rd and 11, inside 30 seconds to play in the third quarter once the ball gets snapped. Kerwin wasn't ready for it. DeRiso was out of position as well, and the pass gets batted down. I believe they're going to rule that incomplete, and they do.
Yeah, they try to set up the screen here, but the screen was just broken from the start because Cruz wasn't ready for the ball. You know, it's green. In order for it to work, everything has to go perfectly. Right there, it does not. They're able to get a hand on that ball when it comes out. The screen's blown up.
So 4th and 11, Maizawa back to return the punt. He stands around the 35. Doane looking for their first win of the season, and they get a good punt here from Kellen Meyer. They're going to have to chase this down, And it'll be downed around the 18. Boy, I think they downed that a little early. I think that ball had a little more roll in it.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime, you see that ball rolling for you, let it rest for like 5 seconds before you even touch it. Let that wind take a little bit, hopefully someone trips and falls on it or something to make it slip a little bit more, but let that roll get all of its roll out before you touch it.
1st and 10 at the 17. Kenneth Gay. Ball is bobbled on the snap, and Doane is going to make him pay for that. They punish him with a sack. Owen Kuntz there.
Man, these fumbled snaps, bobbled snaps, I don't know what's happening for Mount Marty, as this was not a big problem for them in the first half. I mentioned fundamentals, but a lot of their fundamental errors coming from holding onto the ball. Right now, they just cannot get a snap clean.
Well, that is the end of the third quarter. Doane is leading, heading to the fourth for the first time this season. They lead at 21-20, 45 minutes down, 15 to go.
Driving by on the highway, you'd never guess what this store holds. When you walk in, rest assured this small-town vet supply store has big city selection. There's a good chance if what you're looking for isn't in the back, they can order it for you. Luckily, you'll get the small-town friendly service and knowledgeable sales staff every step of the way. From vaccine help to renting a tux for your son's wedding. See the staff at Valley Vet Supply on Highway 36 in Marysville.
Valley Vet Supply.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Doane leads at 21-20, and they outgained the Lancers by over 40 yards in the third quarter. Chandler Pullen, Jake Bartecki with you here at Al Papik Field. And Chandler, I'll pose this question to you. Would you have thought Doane would be leading this football game heading to the fourth?
Heading to the fourth after this, what we saw earlier going down 20-3, definitely not. But they've done everything, taken opportunity to come back and fight for this lead.
21-20 the score. Snap back to Gay. He fires downfield for Miyazawa, and it's intercepted. Tracking the ball is Shermer Gould, Brendan Knapp, the defensive back. 2 dropbacks, 2 interceptions in the last 2 passes for Kenneth Gay, and Doane takes over.
That is such a beautiful play by Knapp to read that play. They keep trying to hit Miyazawa out in these deep balls, all their outside big boy receivers on these one-on-one deep balls. And finally, Doane is just able to keep their safety back over it and force a mistake out of Gay.
Shotgun set here. Cruz Kerwin. Hands off left. Tristan Graff, who broke a 58-yard touchdown, gets 9 on 1st and 10.
That's a great run to start this drive off with. Nice, powerful run to get down all the way to 2nd and 3. You could use any play you want in the playbook now.
Run to the right here, and a first down for Doane.
Yeah, these Doane athletic running backs, man, they are explosive. They're not the biggest guys, but they are shifty, they are fast. And right now they're starting to find creases, and you could see it, right? They're picking up 4 or 5 yards of carry, something we have not seen from Doane all year.
21-20 the score. 14 minutes remaining in the ball game. Kerwin gets knocked down as he dropped back to throw. That was a shot.
Yeah, Pickthorn is just making his mark known right now. That last giant hit on the pitch, and this one just eating up Cruz Kerwin. This pressure's hitting home for Mount Marty.
That was a hit.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit, one you could hear from the booth.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, brings up 2nd down and 15 out of the shotgun. The handoff to Tristan Graff, who gets eaten alive again. And guess who? Pickthorne makes another TFL.
You know, they started off this drive running, and it worked very well, but you're already 2nd and 14. You know, what is a run going to get you in this situation? You got to make 3rd down easier for you. And when everyone's playing, you know, back base, you aren't going to hit an explosive run home. Just very, very interesting call right there.
Third and 16. Kerwin to his right, and that pass complete to J-Bach Garcia, who takes a couple of the yards back, and that almost was a surrender play call there.
No, it definitely was. They've ran that bubble screen out of trips a few times today. It's gotten them 6 yards at most, and they run it right there on a 3rd and 16. You know, calling that play, you weren't picking up that 1st down.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Zollner Lincoln Ford of Beatrice. Flag comes in before the punt by Meyer. So we'll try the punt yet again.
Yep. You know, very difficult to see for Doane after starting this drive so fruitfully, starting to actually march downfield, and then you just stall out at midfield, compound it with a penalty. Now you're giving Mount Marty a great chance to come up and take a lead late in this game.
Meyer gets the boot away.
Oh, great bounce.
And it'll just trickle into the end zone for a touchback. And with 11:48 to play in the ball game, Mount Marty will take over around the 20. Today's fourth quarter is brought to you in part by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org.
Big drive for Mount Marty here. You know, you've not had any success in the second half whatsoever. Right now, Doane's offense is just giving you the ball back drive after drive. You got to do something here.
There's a nice play for 1st down yardage.
Yeah, you see the want from this O-line right now. They drove an extra 3 or 4 yards after like that, that second contact of where he should have came down. You cannot let running backs continue to churn their legs. If they're not on the ground, go in and hit them.
1st down and 10 from the 35. And a nice play there by the Doane defense yet again. Ty Martinson taking down the ball carrier for a loss of 2, and it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, the super senior Ty Martinson right there cracking through the line, getting tired of them running the ball. This defense was very good against the run early in this game. They started to falter in the second quarter. They're starting to pick it back up here.
Second and 12, ball on the 33. Left side reception is complete and hauled in by Nick Heath.
Yeah, getting the big boy the ball out in space, hoping he could just, barrel for a few yards, hit somebody, break some tackles, and he makes one dude miss. Makes this 3rd down a lot more easier for this team.
3rd down and 6. Hancock with the stop on 2nd to force Mount Marty into another 3rd down, something they've struggled with here tonight. The two teams have combined 5 of 23 on 3rd down. 10 minutes to play in the game. Gay skips one into the hands of the intended target. Trey Hansen can't haul it in, and it's 4th and 6.
Very interesting play to call on 3rd and 7. Those DBs are playing at the sticks, and when they see those wide receivers open up for screen like that, they immediately know that nothing deep is going over top of them, and they are going to come down and play that hard. Even if they did get that screen off, you're probably meeting a Doane DB 3 to 4 yards before you hit the first down marker. A very hard player for your wide receivers to try to make to pick up that fourth.
4th and 6. And the kick is away. DeRiso catches it in stride, and the fair catch made around the 41. And that is where the Tigers will start 1st and 10, 9:39 to play. So what's the strategy here, Chandler, if you're Coach Bessler? Is this a drain the clock, take as much time as you can, or is this a go for the end zone play?
Honestly, if you're down here, this drive is like every other drive here. You're not trying to chew clock more than usual. You just continue to put points on the board. You're only up 1. This is still a 0-0 ball game at heart. You need to play like you have no points.
To the left, Tristan Graff. No, check that. That's Ryan Green. Boy, the 22-23 throws me off every now and then.
Yeah, they're making it hard on us with those 20s in the backfield. And they rotate them a lot, too.
They do.
They keep those guys fresh. They try to keep them explosive. Very smart. When you have as many guys like that could hit home, you want to keep their legs fresh.
Green with 6 carries, and Graff with 6 carries. Green with 10 carries, so pretty balanced as well.
Not seeing a whole lot of Frazee win this game, interestingly enough.
Shotgun set. Ryan Green is driven backwards.
I don't think they're going to pick up that first down. That was straight at the line, just no space given. Pickthorn has had his, paw prints all over this game. He's going to help drive them back on that play right there.
3rd and very short here, right at midfield.
This is 4th down territory right now. You don't want to make any mistakes.
Out of the gun. Left side. Ryan Green charges ahead and gets down inside the 30.
Breaks a tackle in the backfield. You see that end just get a hand on his hip, but his lower body is too powerful. That just goes straight through that would-be arm tackle, and just that speed to gash the seam. It's lucky there wasn't more given up on that play.
1st and 10 at the 29. Kerwin goes back to Ryan Green. Doesn't get much. He gets pulled backwards, but Doane allowed now to drain a little bit more clock. Both teams have over 2 timeouts left. Doane has 2, and Mount Marty has all 3, but still, Doane is draining the clock here on this drive, running the football, and they're doing it effectively.
Yeah. 2 linemen hurt for Doane on this
2
play.
on the same play here. We'll step aside as they get checked out. 1st down and 10 to go when we come back, 21-20 in favor of the Tigers.
Is it time for something different? Then come out to Crete Ace Hardware, where you can view our selection of Magnum e-bikes with several different models to choose from. Your ride will be a breeze. Or maybe an IMAX scooter is more your style. And you can spice up your cookout with our large inventory of grills and smokers. From classic brands like Traeger and Weber to harder to find brands like Green Egg. Let our outstanding customer service find the right fit for you. Try something different at Crete Ace Hardware, located at 1025 Main Avenue, Crete, Nebraska.
Second down and 8 coming up here for the Tigers, who lead at 21-20 with 7:36 remaining. A touchdown here could really deliver a blow to the chances of Mount Marty. Cruz Kerwin in the shotgun. He has trouble with the snap and falls on top of it. There has just not been a clean connection between Cruz Kerwin and his starting center, Kalen Youngs, today.
No, and now they're even putting David Garcia in at center, so they're going to get a little bit, off on chemistry from there too. Both teams today have just been terrible at getting clean snaps off. They can't do it consistently.
3rd and 12. Shotgun set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Makes the read and throws to the sideline, and the pass incomplete.
He's trying to find Brian Lambert on a speed out right about where the sticks line is. And, you know, as soon as he turns around, that ball's supposed to be there, and it was, but just too far outside. He has to adjust his body, and by then it's too late.
So Kellen Meyer is going to attempt a very long field goal. 48 yards, and he's got that 15-mile-an-hour wind behind him. Here's the kick. On its way to the uprights, and it is no good. Wide to the right, and with 6:43 to play, Mount Marty with an opportunity for a nice, slow, methodical drive to possibly win this football game.
Yeah, very deep field goal, very hard to make. But, you know, former all GPAC honorable mention kicker and Kellen Meyer, you expect him to just hit some of these. Had a lot of inconsistency this year's kicking. He gives it back to this Mount Marty offense.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits. In Crete, it is all you need to know. 1st and 10 from the 31. 21-20 the score. Snap back to Kenneth Gay. Looking for a big play early, and 3 straight interceptions forced by the Doane defense. The second of the ball game for Brendan Knapp.
Ken Gage is doing too much at this point. You know, that is the exact same interception he threw last time, trying to find his main target, overthrows him into the deep safety. You know, it's a 1-point game right now. You don't need to be attacking down that deep of the field over and over again consistently when you're getting turnovers on these plays. You know, the first time, all right, the second time, maybe. But you're doing it too much at this point. It's still a 1-point game. Just drive methodically.
1st and 10 from the 35. Kristen Graff off tackle. Stays in bounds to drain the clock, but doesn't get much.
Yeah, he was just trying to get anything right there. Very hard run-in room. He had dudes immediately in his face as he's going to limp off.
And number 8, James Brinsley. 2nd down and 8.
So Ryan Green, Doane's leading rusher today, back into the game. Cruz Kerwin, the quarterback, brings Brian Lambert as the wideout in the bottom right corner of your screen there. But they're going to keep it on the ground here with Green, and Green stays in bounds and gets not quite a first down, but he's going to get some extra yardage there.
Yeah, they're trying to run this ball. They're trying to drain this clock. You know, we're getting at 6 minutes. It's a very interesting decision as this lead is not comfortable yet. They run back-to-back run plays in the exact same area of the field, resulting in a 3rd and 4 right now. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's been very spotty for them on 3rd down so far.
3rd and 4, 21-20 is the score. Out of the shotgun. Kerwin to Lambert, who makes the catch, and he gets run out of bounds. Lambert says he has the first down. I don't think he got it.
No, it was very close. He was fighting for it, but I think he got out of bounds right before. And
they're going to signal first down. I don't know if I'd like that spot if I was Coach John Micheletti on the other side.
No, you got to be mad if you're Mount Marty on that other sideline, but absolutely thrilled if you're Coach Dixon and Coach Bessler for Doane.
Run to the left here. Ryan Green spins out of a tackle and is taken out of bounds.
Got to wrap up right there. And you see the exact same running play that they ran the last 2 times. Right off that short left with the double G pull. And you see Mount Marty's actually reading it, but somehow Doane just gets 7 on what should have been a -3. You have to wrap up. He tries to push Ryan Green back, and it doesn't work.
2nd and 3. How about a run to the left here for Cruz Kerwin?
And that's what you want to see. That's when you want to see the read option game get implemented. You don't want to overuse it because then teams start to key on it. They read the quarterback. But we see Rian Green getting the ball this whole game. The running backs getting the ball this whole game, and now there's space for Cruz to work with.
First down and 10. Ball spotted at the 42. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We're getting down to crunch time here in Crete. Doane has burned a lot of clock on these last 2 drives.
Trying to make up for the fact that the third quarter was 40 minutes.
Kerwin. Hands off to Green, and another run forward to burn a little clock.
Yeah, they're just trying to march right now, and it's working for them. You know, they're picking up 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You know, on runs that they probably shouldn't be, but are right now. This Mount Marty defensive line is just kind of looking like they're starting to fall apart as far as run game goes.
Stay tuned after the game for our coach's post-game interview, brought to you in part by Sarpy County Tourism. Hopefully, for the first time this season, talking with Coach Chris Bessler about a win.
Yeah, that would be a beautiful change of pace.
Second down and 6, out of the gun. Kerwin for Tristan Graff, and Graff not quite to the first down marker. But
no,
it brings up third and short.
Very interesting the amount of times they're running the ball in the second half. You know, I talked about kind of wanting to see them run it a little bit, but it was going to be hard for them when they were down 17. And, you know, they've clawed it back. They've managed to get in this place where they're able to use their bread and butters this late in the game, and it's so effective because they didn't really use it at all in the first half. You know, Mount Marty hasn't seen a lot of these lanes, hasn't seen this repetition of run game yet, and right now it's starting to eat on them.
2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and as Chandler mentioned, Mount Marty burns their first of their 3 timeouts. What a game it could be, what a day it could be, what a night it could be in Crete.
Yeah, this
if
coach
Doane is able to pull this off.
Mount Marty coach over there just saying, guys, we need to get off the field right now. Right now. We need this ball back. We need the offense to have a chance here. You need to get off this field right now. We haven't given up anything to this Doane offense really all game. Find a way to get another stop.
3rd and 3. 2:30 to play. Run to the left. Graff, first down. And he's inside the 20 and picks up a gain of 13.
Graff wants to win this game so bad. You see it on this run right here. You know, a play on 3rd and short that really looks like it's about to go nowhere, and he gives 2 beautiful stiff arms to just extend this running game. You know, that was like a 10, 15-yard run right there on what should have been kind of nothing. This Doane offense is hungry.
2:14 remaining. All right, we'll kick it to break here. Another timeout on the field. 21-20, Doane with the lead, looking to possibly put this game away.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, lawn and garden tractor, or gator, every piece of equipment in our inventory is ready to work hard for your operation. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or learn more at landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference.
First and 10 after the run by Tristan Graff with 2:14 to play, and Mount Marty down to their last timeout. Graff, a carry to the left side, 10 to the 5, and he's down inside the goal line. And after Mount Marty burns a timeout here, Doane can knee it down.
Yeah, that would be absolutely huge for them to be able to do it right here. Close out this game. You know, you can't score right off rip here. You can't. You know, if you score right off rip, you're giving them the ball with what, like probably a minute 20, minute 30.
Yeah.
That's way too much time to work with. Like you said, knee it out, drain this clock out. You see they're bringing on some Tundra, the big boy package, the goal line package.
Boy, so Doane wants to score.
Yeah, they do want to score, but not on first down. I don't like it. You're already winning. You know, you don't need a score right here at most.
And Doane is going to call a timeout. So we can talk this through a little bit more, Chandler. I mean, to me, the scenarios are you got maybe three options. You kick a field goal now and you give them the ball back, which is, I think, not the smartest option. It's to score right here. Then you're up 7, maybe 8 if you go for the 2-point conversion with 1:24 to play. Or you take a knee and then kick the field goal at the end.
Yeah, I like taking the knee here. I mean, Mount Marty's already given up or already taken most of their timeouts. At this point, I think that might have – no, this is Doane's timeout, so they might have one more. Oh, delay game,
Check
no
that.
timeout,
Yeah,
sorry.
we were told it was the delay of game against Doane. So it's good. Well, now they're going to have to do something here. They're backed up a little further.
Run.
And now they call a timeout.
I was going to say run the ball, keep this clock draining. You know, if you kick a field goal, you're up by 4. It's 21-20 right now. Being up by 4 forces Mount Marty to have to go for a touchdown. And, you know, if you run out the ball to the point where you're kicking a field goal, they're probably only getting the ball back with like 10 seconds at this point, 20 seconds.
1 minute and 24 seconds remaining in the game. And Doane has had one heck of a performance. Again, they trailed 20-0.
Yeah, that defense coming alive in the second half, allowing 0 points after allowing 20 in the first half to some very uncircumstantial short fields. You know, they bounce back, they rally back. They're looking like the Doane Tigers that we know, that Doane defense that doesn't give anything to anyone.
They're in victory formation. And a knee is taken there. Mount Marty out of timeouts.
Yeah, Doane's just going to need this one away. It's going to be a Doane victory here on this Saturday.
Any idea on who we should talk to in the post-game, Chandler? I'm thinking maybe Brendan Knapp.
There's some exciting options for today. You know,
2 interceptions, a great defensive performance.
You got McGrath with that break open touchdown to score that 64-yarder. He was a big key contributor in this drive to, you know, close this one out. Rian Green with that excellent kickoff return to get defense into scoring range early. He was good in the running game today as well. Knapp with 2 interceptions. You know, you could really take your pick.
Yeah. Well, Kerwin takes the knee yet again.
And the Doane's going to get their first win of the year here. It's feeling like a Super Bowl Sunday.
28 seconds remaining, and the clock will run out. From 0-8 to 1-8, and being down 20-0 to winning this one with 21 unanswered points, the Doane Tigers are going to pick up their first win as the handshake line has begun. Chandler, final thoughts before we get down to the postgame.
That was just an absolute team battle on both sides. We saw flashes from all teams, from special, offense, defense, but it was really the consistency of Doane's team play carrying them through the second half to close it out, and the falling off of Mount Marty's team play, whereas they were working beautifully in the first half and then just couldn't get anything to work in the second.
All right, Doane wins at 21-20. We'll talk with Coach Bessler next.
It's the season. The excitement of going to sporting events, sitting in the bleachers, rooting for the neighbor kid that mowed your lawn, delivered papers, or played a few pranks in the neighborhood. The first stop, of course, though, is your local Speedy Mart convenience store. Fuel for the journey. Speedy Mart, your area store with Nebraska roots and community ties. No matter if it's a win or a loss, Speedy Mart can make you feel better before or after the game.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams, financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
It's Ram Power Days at Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Tackle your next job with ease and shop the full lineup of Ram trucks today. Like the dependable and efficient 2023 Ram 1500 and get 20% off MSRP. Shop our 2 convenient locations in Bellevue or Blair or online anytime. Bringing you more power, capability, and savings. This is Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. The big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to lawn repairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
Head coach Chris Bessler here talking about Doane's 21-20 win over Mount Marty. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So going down 20-0, what was your message to the team to make that 21 unanswered point comeback?
Yeah, we made a lot of mistakes. Is what we did, is turn the ball over a couple times, had a punt blocked for a touchdown, and the message was just settle down. Let's take care of the ball. Let's do what we're supposed to do. And we did a good job of doing that in the second half.
So this win, tell me a little bit about what it says about your group. I heard you telling the team, look, it hasn't been easy, but now it's working. What's working and what led to the win today?
Yeah, our kids have been playing extremely hard, and it's been tough because we haven't been coming away with those wins, but that hasn't changed. I mean, our kids played really hard again today, and the difference is we converted on their mistakes.
Coach, you get your first win of the season. What's the goal moving forward? Obviously stack a few more, but what else do you want to learn from this team?
Yeah, we'll go back like we always do and take a look at film, and there's going to be some corrections, and we're going to keep plugging away, keep trying to get better as a team. But the effort and the energy, that's irreplaceable. That's got to be constant. So that's going to be the message, that we want to keep playing with the energy that we have going right now and keep getting better.
Coach, best of luck the rest of the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's head coach Chris Bessler. We'll now bring in our player of the game, Brendan Knapp. 2 interceptions on the afternoon. Brendan, you guys didn't have a great start to the game. Went down 20-0, but your defense holds the Lancers scoreless the rest of the way, and your offense scores 21 unanswered points. First off, how does the defense complement the offense so well?
Well, it's simple. We just do what we got to do no matter the situation, and we got faith in the offense to go out there every time, put important stuff on the board. 2
interceptions on the day. How good did that feel?
It felt great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just glad I was able to do that for the guys. Be that momentum push for both the offense and defense. I'm just happy I was able to do that.
What does this win, knowing the start of the season and what it's been, say about the program?
We're never out of the fight. No matter how bad we're down, we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna quit. We're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna keep this thing rolling.
All right, that's Brendan Knapp. Big thanks to Brendan. Big thanks to Coach. Doane wins it 21-20. We'll head back upstairs to wrap this one up.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Is it time for something different? Then come out to Crete Ace Hardware, where you can view our selection of Magnum e-bikes with several different models to choose from. Your ride will be a breeze. Or maybe an IMAX scooter is more your style? And you can spice up your cookout with our large inventory of grills and smokers, from classic brands like Traeger and Weber to harder to find brands like Green Egg. Let our outstanding customer service find the right fit for you. Try something different at Crete Ace Hardware, located at 1025 Main Avenue, Crete, Nebraska.
It's pretty hard to find quicker service, nicer people, or anyone who cares more when filling your prescriptions in Ken's Pharmacy in Crete. After all, the drive-thru makes your wait time minimal, and Ken and Carrie are reliable pharmacists. It's so much more. Helpful advice, accurate refills, and a large selection of over-the-counter products. So don't just take my word for it. Try Ken's Pharmacy for yourself, whether it's in the drive-thru, inside, or with mail-out service, because Ken's You Save Health Mart Pharmacy to care for you. Ken's Pharmacy in Crete, caring for you and about.
You're watching Doane Tigers football on News Channel Nebraska. The post-game show is brought to you by Ken's You Save Pharmacy in Crete.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said...
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
Welcome back to Al Papik Field, as we're going to wrap this one up, Doane wins it 21-20, but not before we take a look at some of our top plays in this one. Again, Doane picks up their first win of the season, coming into this one 0-8, and they had never led heading into the fourth quarter. Again, honoring the former teammate. I know, Chandler, you knew him pretty well.
Yeah, Cole Ham was a very, very good kid, very hard-working guy. One of the only dudes I would see stay after every practice and practice longer.
Take a look at the highlights here. Kenneth Gay with a fire downfield to Jonah Miyazawa, who makes his 6th career touchdown reception against the Tigers. Rook Williams, the freshman out of Marysville, Kansas, would make the start today, but he would quickly see his day come to an end. Throws an interception on his second drive of the game. Cruz Kerwin would come back in. We'll get to that in a moment. Kenneth Gay rolls right here, fixing it up to Rex Reichen, who extends with his left hand, gets the pylon, gets into the end zone. How about this? Special teams, defense, offense. It was all working for the Lancers in the first half. They blocked the punt, get the touchdown, but Kellen Meyer, after an interception of Doane's own, would get 3 points on the board with a field goal. How about Cruz Kerwin? He can throw it pretty well. Carson Reimers puts it right where only his receiver can go up and get it. Reimers struts his way into the end zone, and Doane has cut the lead in half. How about this? They try a fake punt. They forced a fumble there, did Doane. It set up a Kellen Meyer field goal. 2013 the score. And then a safety here. Owen Kuntz chases the quarterback out of the end zone. Ty Martinson there as well. And Doane within 5 points at 20-15. Tristan Graff, really the turning point in this one. 58 yards off the right edge to the house. Doane within a field goal at this point. How about this? Now Doane with a 1-point advantage. Here's Kenneth Gay, fires downfield. We talked to Brendan Knapp. There's the first of his 2 interceptions. And then Doane would knee it out, and that would end the ball game. So Doane wins it 21-20, a 1-point win. They get their first win of the season, and they win it here at Al Papik Field. Chandler, closing thoughts?
For Mount Marty, it's really just, working on the small things. They had big control of this game early, and it looked like they were going to take it early, but, small things in here kept killing them, shooting themselves in the foot, let Doane come back. And for Doane, it's to build on this momentum and energy. The fact that they were able to come back like this is just incredible.
All right, that'll wrap this one up from Al Papik Field. For Chandler Pullen, I'm Jake Bartecki. Doane wins it 21-20, their first of the season.